What are you doing?
I don't know, making mouth noises, don't mind me. Just having a time.
My wife making the weird mouth noises.
Ever since I can remember, I've been making the weird mouth noises. Look at me go.
Quite the game audio stuff.
Oh no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh, there it goes.
There it is.
That was weird.
Okay, we got it.
Don't know why that stopped. Alright.
Yeah, that seems okay now.
So, that, and last but not least, over there. I can close out Discord. Could you do me a favor and unplug my phone and hand it to me?
Yes, I can. In fact, I will. Watch this.
I appreciate it. Very much.
Appreciative wife.
There you go. Thanks, hon.
Skibbity beepity beepity.
Is that one?
Oh yeah, I gotta share that too.
Yep. You do. Why aren't you sharing it?
I don't know.
You're not doing your part.
Oh no, I'm ruining everything.
No, you're not.
It's all over my shoes. Man, I'm terrible. There we
No,
go.
you're not.
Oh, thank
You
you.
are far from it.
Yay.
Okay. Here's the game. Bit of a sound delay. I'm gonna unplug this and plug it back in.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that'll drive us nuts.
There we go. That's better. The joys of video cards. Sometimes they work, and then sometimes they don't.
That's the fun. There's just no knowing. Ever. It's the best.
Excuse me. And I have the MacBook over there because I'm gonna need you to take notes occasionally during this run.
Fair enough.
Because there's a bit of information that needs to be kept track of.
Should I have it on my person?
Not at this exact moment.
Okay.
Yeah. I have the note open on there, so whenever you log in, you'll just be able to get into it immediately.
That sounds fair. Da 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 da. Oh,
this tea ain't cooked yet, but it does feel good on my hands.
Oh, still cooking.
Yeah.
It's still making itself.
Still got a bit more left to run. Did you see a meme that tickled your fancy there, hon?
Yeah, but it's not funny enough to share, so I'm just like,
I'm gonna giggle to myself about this.
Tittered silently to self, I did. It was a good time. I enjoyed it. As we're waiting for our mutual streamer friend who, you know, is currently streaming to finish up their thing, I can't help but take this moment to go, hey, people who watch us in the VODs and are currently cooking or doing something else right now, this is for you. Hi.
See you.
We see you. We're looking into your home right now. And we want you to know your secret is safe with us. We didn't see anything.
Also, the food looks delicious.
It does. Can I have some?
Mail
it to me. My address.
Oh, are you having some champagne over there for New Year's Eve?
Some champagne.
Actually, it's gonna be past New Year's Eve whenever they watch this.
Yeah, it is.
Are you recovering from your hangover from New Year's Eve?
How you feeling?
Make sure you're hydrating. Take good care of yourself.
Yeah.
You know, all that jazz.
It's a new year, and you got to start it by hydrating. That's just try to. That's something to do in the new year. We should all be more hydrated. That's up there in priorities, and we want you to take care of yourself because we care about you.
And then, if you don't take care of yourself, who would we be spying on in our free time?
Yeah.
You know?
So if you don't take care of yourself, we're gonna come over there and beat you up.
Don't threaten people. Come on.
I'm just saying, beat them into good habits of hydration.
Don't beat anyone. Don't just.
We'll beat it into them verbally.
Don't do that either. That's bad too.
Okay, fine. No violence. Jeez. Never gonna have any fun around here.
Please don't threaten our patrons. That's not the vibe we want to go into the new year with.
That's not just the patrons. Every one of you out there not hydrating, I swear to God, I'm gonna find you. This is off to a good start.
Oh my God.
I'm glad I took that nap. I needed that.
I thought you didn't even get to like.
It was eyes shut. It was deep breathing. It was body rest. It was just taking a moment to recollect myself. I was getting kind of bitchy.
For sure.
Getting kind of whiny. Feeling kind of like, oh no, maybe I didn't sleep. And then I ate a big burger.
Then he ate a big old burger.
It was a big burger. It was a very large.
Turn the Elgato down a little bit. Sound alerts. It seems like your sound alerts browser source is offline. Make sure you've implemented the source. We're good. Sound alerts.
That's fine.
Welcome to the chat, sound alerts.
Hey, sound alerts.
At the very least, it doesn't actually display on here, so that's nice.
I'm gonna ruin the beginning of this because I want to put in my other hair baubles, and I need a mirror for that. So I'll be right back.
All right then. Do you want me to switch back to the starting?
No. You can use.
Are you sure?
Yeah. You know what? Go back.
I don't think anyone's here yet.
Yeah, that's good. You can go back. No one will ever know. No one will know. It's fine. No harm done. No one will ever know. My hair looks fucked up. I can't tell you why.
Excuse me.
People see it like that, I just want to die.
Oh goodness gracious! I'm gonna take a drink of some water.
Whose grace doth thou proclaim goodness?
Boogity boogity boo!
God damn it. Oh, look at me. I'm a little wifey wife, and I got some yum-yums.
Bree, is your favorite part of having watched Berserk that you can enjoy those outtakes now?
Yeah, basically.
It's not the great characters, it's not like the amazing drama, it's that you get to enjoy the outtakes from the English dub.
It's not the ending that makes like the original end of the Ava series look like fucking Hunter x Hunter. No, it's just the fact that I get to watch the outtakes.
Yeah. It's thinking about, 'cause I'm just a girl who can't say no, can't seem to say it at all.
You know, like that.
The things that really matter in life.
Yeah. And on days like this, isn't that what we should focus on? The things that really matter.
Uh-huh. Are you done with your hair baubles yet?
Almost. Let's see. Over here. Let me just double check. Somewhere good. God damn, I'm cute.
Yes, you are. You're very cute.
I'm like exceptional cute.
I'm also gonna take a sip of some tea.
I'm the cutest wife you have. You know that? Of all the wives you have, all one of me, I'm the best.
That's me, baby. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to the actual beginning of the VOD.
This is the beginning of the VOD. It's that time.
Anyways,
Time for more VOD ventures in Wife City. My goodness.
it's been like a month. Time to get back to this Nuzlocke run.
Yeah. I was looking at you. You had me because you were at work, so I did the
Yes.
announcement for this, and I was looking at the last thing that you had in the layer for the time you did this, and I was like, it's been a time.
How long had it been?
I mean, it was since November, and it was a while.
God, had it actually been since November?
I think it was November.
Jesus Christ.
That's wild to think about.
I believe it. I don't want to believe it, but I believe it.
Yeah. I miss being more regular, and I look forward to probably having more time to do stuff.
Oh, we're definitely gonna have more time to do stuff.
Yeah,
like
holiday season was quite demanding, and we had to get our footing. But now that we're here, now that everything's steady and money is probably fine, we're gonna be good. Yarn Yoshi.
Nah. See, at this point, what I'm more concerned about is just getting fighters for myself, as opposed to like just fighting all the spirits that I can.
Fair enough.
Trying to remember where the hell I am in here at this point, because it has been a hot minute. Okay, I could get Chic.
Chic.
Now it's time for you to see the glory of Big Slappy.
Oh,
I'm
it's
sure
Big Slappy time.
It's Big Slappy time.
Let's see it. Wow.
It only takes like 2 of those, and the enemy is dead. Wait for it. Get over here.
Come on. Wow.
It's still funny to me.
It's really great.
No matter how many times I do it, it makes me laugh.
I'm gonna give you Big Slappy. I'm gonna knock you out this world. My goodness.
They were never fucking ready for it.
They weren't. They could never have handled it. Metal Sonic.
Okay, should be fine. Like, that's the weird thing about this is I, like, actually have to, like, do calculations between each fight in my head and be like, alright,
Yeah.
how prepared would this fighter be for this?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is... See, it makes you laugh every time, too.
He's donezo.
They have no recourse to it.
That Sonic world always makes me want those boring Christmas cookies. You know, the chocolate checkered ones?
Yeah, I know which one.
Those ones that,
Why?
like, they look and taste boring, but for some reason I tend to get addicted to them whenever I can find, like, a big thing of them.
I mean, like I said, my main curiosity is just why is that what you think of there?
I don't know. What is this?
It's a WarioWare song.
Okay.
WarioWare has a lot of goofy music in it.
This is up there on Goofers. Oh lord.
I fucked Wario up big time.
Large Slappington does it again, my goodness.
There we go.
Dunzo. That
Seriously, Donkey Kong is carrying so much fucking weight around in this
is.
run. I could not be more thankful for the donk.
he's giving him the clap. He's just taking him out.
He's ruining these people for their future sexual partners.
Yeah, he's ruining the orgy. He's just showing up and giving it to everyone. When I first, you know, before
Yes.
you know much about sexual health, when you're growing up, you hear a
This is
lot
a
about
great
like,
conversation to start this
right?
one off with.
You hear a
Continue.
lot of like terminologies and just like things like that, like I gave him the clap. And when I was a kid, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if like getting the clap just meant that you suddenly heard applause out of nowhere, and like that was a side effect of it, and that's why.
Wait, run that. 1 second, I need to.
What if getting the clap made it so that one of the major side effects was you heard? Oh hey,
Hello,
Owen, welcome. Yeah, we weren't
Welcome.
talking about anything stupid. Hi.
Fuck 2021. Hi,
yeah.
Sass. Welcome to the stream.
And we agree with that sentiment. Yes.
Fuck 2021
Fuck
rate.
2021.
Okay.
So anyway, I was saying when I grew up, whenever I first heard the term getting the clap, I thought, wouldn't it be funny if a side effect of that was that you like randomly heard applause in the middle of nowhere for no reason. And that was funny to me, I guess. So that carried over. If only it had been Ice Shield 2021 instead.
Do you get that reference on?
No.
It's a football manga.
Oh, right now.
There you go. But yeah, welcome everyone.
Welcome.
Happy New Year to you, Eoghan.
Yes. You're in the future right now.
Say hi to 2022 for us.
Hopefully it goes better. Let us know what you see. Hey, pilot wings.
There you go.
And anyway, the reason the clap came up was that we are currently slapping these fuckers out with the big slappy.
Yeah.
Just done. The manga Yusuke Murata drew for Shonen Jump before he drew One Punch Man. Oh, yeah. Righto. That's awesome.
So there's the original One Punch Man, which is the one that's poorly illustrated, or relatively poorly illustrated.
I'm a new artist. I don't really have any.
And then there's the remake that Yusuke Murata did, which has like the fucking crazy art that the anime was more based on.
Righto. Bad news, 2022 has started with me being very tired, so it's clearly going badly. Oh no. Get ready for a year of Owen being tired. Oh no. I had such high hopes. You know,
had high hopes for a minute.
No, I'm not gonna even.
I hate it.
I hate that guy.
So funny.
Yeah.
I love that song. It's so bad. I did see your ailments chart. You seem to be pretty fucked up right now, Owen.
The comedy was all the webcomic, though.
Mm-hmm.
The mob is based on one's original art and ironically got super animated with it. Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
You all saw my ailments chart. Yeah, no, I was going like, man, it seems like Owen's in a lot of pain, and I hope that he feels better soon. Slap.
Give everyone the big slappy. Give everyone that big slap.
And they are dead.
I hope Owen heals as Hank Hill has soon, too. Yeah, I'm praying for him.
No,
it's a very steep recovery to come back from Hank Hill ass.
The graph clearly stated that he did not have Hank Hill ass, though.
You know, it's
a medical chart. We have to believe it.
It's okay. I know that sometimes it's hard to come to terms with these things, but you know, you don't have to lie. It's okay to admit that you have a Hank Hill ass.
I am striving not to. I'm doing, you know, like working around stairs, definitely helping. Mm-hmm. I am slowly but surely developing that sort of area, but my gosh, am I ever cursed with the Hank Hill butt. It's a problem.
People are asking questions about my Hank Hill ass that is already answered by the chart.
These bags full of saline solution with a hip belt say otherwise. You know?
Wait.
It would definitely take some strain off my tailbone. Wow.
I didn't even need to give him the slappy on that one.
You didn't. You just pushed him off the side of the scrolling world.
I didn't even push him. I used like the weird like wind bag thing.
Yeah.
That she...
Can you imagine how terrifying it would be to be in a scrolling world? Just the decimation of everything. Like, not even that, the complete obliteration of everything before and after that moment, just to the sides of you, being destroyed into a white void of nothing.
Who's to say that it gets destroyed? I think this is like a black hole situation where we have no idea what the hell happens on the other side of that.
Yeah.
One can assume that you're dead, but we don't know.
Yeah, no one wants to know. That's why they tend to keep on camera as much as they can.
Mm-hmm.
Even Kirby, just beginning, usually like when you play Kirby games, he sees that void for a minute and he is in shock and dies from it. Like, I don't want to be in that world, much less see it, you know, like being a... It just seems like too much. Follow the ribbon to Candy Happy Land. Let's beat these little treaty treats up.
I'm a goody girl, and I deserve a treat.
Look at me, I'm a little wifey wife, and I've got yum-yums.
As you were talking about before the raid.
Yeah. The Berserk outtakes are really good.
You watched through all of Berserk 1997, and after that, you got to watch the Berserk 1997 outtakes, which are phenomenal.
They're quite something. Oh man, the Koopa Kids. I hate the Koopa Kids.
I know you do. Usually because I beat you with them. How's the poll neck and neck for Onichambra?
People like to watch people suffer.
Owen addressed this on his stream. You know why. I don't even need to finish the sentence. You know why. I don't know if I want to go
I just noticed that he gets smaller.
Yeah.
Like he shrinks to go in there.
I mean,
like,
it's a perspective thing.
But I mean, he's like warping. He's like...
It's my fault I accidentally voted for it.
Oh. It's like I could go back and change it, but nah. I remember, Sass, you were showing me, like you were mentioning that, and I said Gesundheit. I don't know what that is, and then you showed me, and I was like, I still don't know what this is, but I'll take your word on it. There were 9 votes. Also, no, I don't think you can change it. Oh, well, better yet.
You commit. You gotta commit to the Onichambra.
You just gotta.
I mean, that's the thing, Sass. You made your bed. You have to lie in it. If you didn't want to play Onichambra, you shouldn't have put it in the poll.
Mm-hmm.
Ready? Go!
Happy songs.
Bye.
Did you see the tagline? We didn't. I'll have to pull that up in a sec when you're done.
And in fact, Sass, if you didn't want to play Onichambra, you shouldn't have bought Onichambra in the first place, even if it was on sale. Original Ecstasy, the evolution of a legacy. Whatever you say, video game. You're looking for that. Yeah, there you go.
There it is. Hey,
Mutamaton, welcome to the stream.
And same to you. Hope it's a good one.
Happy New Year.
Let's all aim for better.
Cheers. I mean, this year was pretty good for us.
It was, weirdly, the tail end of it. And even with like some of the rockier bits on my end, we ended up in a good place. I'm looking forward to good things. Maybe we'll get a puppy this year. Who knows?
I think we're gonna get a puppy this year.
I think we're probably gonna get a puppy this year. I think that might happen. What did you say we were going to refer to him as?
Oh, little fucker.
Yeah, our little fucker. Yeah.
Specifically with that emphasis. Oh fuck, right, it's this one. This is why I couldn't get to this fight earlier.
Oh. It's Harriet from Space Harriet.
No. Yeah, pretty much all we need to do is wait for Bree to have her job situation completely like ironed out and like set in stone, and then we're probably gonna get a pup.
Yeah, it sounds like there might be a place somewhat ironed out for me after all the holiday stuff, so if that's so, we should be fine. Good news, I voted and now the poll is firmly for Onichambra. Well done, Owen. The new puppy should be named Fiancé.
Yeah, get fucked.
That is cute.
There we go.
I mean...
Yeah, speaking of puppies, Isabel, she's dead.
And then there's Chunky. He's dead. DK. Chunky's dead.
We are not naming our puppy Toki. No. Absolutely fucking not.
If we get a larger nosed breed, I might name it Kaiji. You consider, they'll get in trouble, but they got a heart of gold. And they'll always get themselves out of any kind of, any kind of rough luck they might have. No, Evie. No. That would be cruel to name an animal that. It was cruel
Baby Sonic.
It was cruel to invent Baby Sonic in the first place. Name it Carl Havoc. Who's that?
I have no idea who that is.
Snake? Snake!
Very genuinely have no clue. The puppy's name is not going to be Baby Sonic. I hate to disappoint every single one of you, but that is definitely not going to be the case.
And the problem, we would only name a hedgehog that, and the problem with naming a hedgehog that is everyone who's ever owned a hedgehog as a pet has named it Sonic.
Sonic, yeah.
That's like the Rover of hedgehogs.
Oh, Pooch, we talked about how going into the new year, at some point we're gonna probably get a puppy. And everyone is insisting that we name the puppy Baby Sonic, which we're not going to do.
Yeah, we just can't. We would never do that to an animal. That's abuse. That's Tim Robinson's old man prosthetics.
We're not naming it Toki
name.
either! We're not naming it Baby Sonic, and we're not naming it Toki. Neither of those things are happening. Funny jokes. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah.
We're not naming an actual dog that.
We can't really come up with a name proper until we, like, you know, have and get to know the animal for a little bit and be like, what feels right?
Well,
what's, you know?
To be fair, you kind of have to name a dog pretty immediately because you have to, like, get a, you know.
Yeah, the whole Kennel Club paperwork, yada yada.
Yeah.
Swear to God, when we get an animal, it's gonna be better documented than I will.
It's gonna.
I have not gotten a new ID or plates or anything. I have been
slacking.
Yeah. Cognitive dysfunction of just being, you know, distractible.
Name the dog Dr. Mario. Just Mario. Oh, God.
Top man.
Oh, fuck.
Alright.
You tried.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. No!
No! Oh, no.
Continue.
Get the MacBook.
Ooh. Well.
Fuck.
You lost Big Slappy. Oh, God, I'm so sorry about that noise. I mean, that can be a nickname, you know. Let's see. Okay.
I'm really not happy about that loss.
Loss. Okay, so I need to just
so change it to just an X for Donkey Kong and move him up with the other 4 there.
Oh, poor Donkey Kong. Bree naming the puppy Loss.
DK! Donkey Kong is dead!
Lost.jpg, another good name. Let's play fetch Alf, but in pug form. Who's a good girl? XXX Ebony Darkness Dementia Way XXX.
We're not going to give the dog a meme name. Let's just go ahead and put that out there right now. We're not going to give the dog a meme name.
Like,
that's just not going to happen.
Imagine like a really an ill-aged meme. And think about how that would be for an animal, like, many years later down the line, like... Oh, I don't want, like, a remember that name, like, oh, that's the worst.
The closest thing to a joke name this dog is going to have is me calling it Lil Fucker.
Lil Fucker. It's good. Call the milkshake duck. No. No, we can't do that.
That's definitely not gonna happen either, but that one at least got a chuckle out of me.
That was a genuine chuckle. I know Jay's chuckles, and that's up there. That's the chuckle she has when I try to do math. I know that's genuine.
See how celebrating the king of hell, the one below all, the adversary Baby Sonic is a meme.
Name them after a VTuber that has already graduated. I don't...
You're the dog now, dog.
You're the dog now, man. YTD NM. Sure. No. We can't do that. DK! Dog, gone. The term graduated in the context of VTubers or idols is generally a threat. Oh. Wow.
Who instead? I need to pick someone that I feel confident with, but I don't want to risk losing.
Fair enough.
Which makes this tough.
Name the dog Joe Biden's
No!
next target. No!
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 Absolutely not.
Never. That's not okay. We're not doing that. So who can you be?
Yeah.
Serious question, do either of you have any qualms about giving pets normal human names? I kinda do. However, the only reason my first dog was named Dweezil is because there was one human being named that in the whole world, and I was never gonna have a conversation with him in person. So it was like, it's not gonna be weird. It's not like I'm gonna name a dog Jeff, and then I'm gonna know a Jeff, or there'll be a Jeff in the room when I call my dog, and I'll be like, oh, it's okay, I named an animal after you. It's not you. Don't worry about it. That's when it gets awkward. But, cause like, when it sounds too human, it's like, you know. Is Jay allowed to own a dog after the whole, you know? Oh, and that's our least favorite joke here. A dog named Sue. Now we're gonna die. Oh yay, piranha plant. Heck yeah. Missing loop. Oh. Ooh. Nice.
It scared me for a second.
Yeah. If Monty wasn't a family dog, naming him Nines was seriously on the table. Yo.
But yeah, I'm okay with normal human names if it's something that's like, I think if it's one of those like really short, punchy ones, it's okay.
Yeah.
But that's like only an okay. Not even like a, yes, I'm really on board with this. It's more of a like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
What about Finn? Then you can have Finn the human and also Finn the dog.
You know?
Finn the dog and Finn the dog. Finn the dog
and
Finn the dog.
Yeah, I like that idea actually. I think that's a good go. We should definitely do that.
We're not going to definitely do that.
I
it's
think
going to be something that we like genuinely have to think about for a while. It's not a thing we're gonna decide on stream. Let's go ahead and just make that clear right now.
I might name a dog Luffy. I might do that. All right.
There, get the fuck out of here.
Take your item with you. You're a dog. You have a doggy's eyes. I'm in a weird position there because when I got to name a pet, I gave it normal names. James, okay. But I live in a place where the chances of actually meeting someone that face-to-face are extremely low.
I guess that's something that can decide it is like where you live and what are considered like common names there.
Yeah, I don't think a lot of the anime names we would probably give a dog are common here.
Clifford the big red dog, the dog. Lassie the dog.
The dog. Rimid.
Ready? Go!
I could see it. But nah. We'll name the dog Mr. Gay.
Mr. Gay and Gay?
See, that'd be great.
Come here, Mr. Gay! Mr. Gay! Oh, that's a good Mr. Gay!
Here's the thing, that's on brand for us. That's not unthinkable to me. Phoenix Wright, the dog. I don't want to call anything Phoenix.
This is our dog, wizard who turns orphans into gold. Call him Wizzo for short.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I kind of love Wizzo.
I got a picture of Wife City's new dog.
Oh, no. No.
No. Don't do that.
No.
You stop that.
It's horrible. I don't like that.
We've already got Jay the Cell, and Jay is in fact a Listen, don't blame my ancestors for choosing that name.
And I took it because it was better than mine.
Sucks.
It's like Brianna Turf. I know how it sounds, but my original last name of my family, Nazi, spelled like Yahtzee. Yeah, I don't know. It just didn't fit me, so I changed it. It's a terrible fucking name. Like, here's the thing too. Before that terminology went around, before there was like the awareness of that as well, like it's just no one can spell it. It's terribly spelt. I am in like I'm in the voice device in our work as tooth because they couldn't even figure out that there was an R in it. It's spelled ridiculously. It's a bad last name, and apparently it was longer, and they shortened it because it was an issue.
Oh,
it's like
weird.
just change
Wait, really?
It used to be turfs. There used to be more of them. And yeah.
I just want you to know I too am upset about my Photoshop. I laugh and I'm also horrified of it.
Alexander Caleb Abel. This.
Alright, bye, Lil Mac.
It's too many names. Guts the dog.
Guts is okay. Guts is an okay dog name.
Yeah, that's a name with some bravado.
The only problem with that is that Griffith in his like fantasy before he spoilers for Berserk decides to slaughter the Band of the Hawk has a fantasy where he has a dog named Guts. Or no, wait, no, it's his son that's named Guts. The dog is named Pippin. Never mind.
Oh, that's right.
I got it wrong.
Yeah. It used to be Shitter. Yeah, no, basically, it might as well have been. Look on the bright side now. You transition to Bree the Cell, so someday you could become Bree the Perfect Cell. You know?
But that's a Dragon Ball Z reference.
It is. I could be Breeza.
Don't be Breeza.
Yeah, no, that's... I don't want to be
Frieza
Broco
committed
either.
the genocide. You
Oh,
don't
yeah,
want to be
that's
Frieza.
right. Yeah, that's true. Acab the dog. That is a cute name.
Pop Team Epic the dog.
Popco is a cute dog name.
This is how I know 2022 is gonna be good. There's gonna be a new Pop Team Epic.
I'm very excited about that.
Can't be a bad year.
And a Penguin Drum movie.
There's gonna be a Penguin Drum movie.
I mean, good signs. Band of the Hawk the dog. Tooth is my favorite Vice City. What?
I don't understand that. Pup Team Epic.
That is cute.
Not gonna do that, but
Dogco and Kitty Me could be a mighty duo.
Get the fucking super scope out
Honeycomb
of
or
here.
Chotka the dog. I think it was recently confirmed that it is actually the Band of the Falcon. Oh. Well, Anime the dog. How to draw Anime the dog. How to draw anime by a Western artist, the dog.
There.
Cutie doggy. Dog. Doge.
Doggy. Anyways, yeah, at some point this year we're gonna get a dog.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
A little pup running around.
Yeah. I miss the little tapping feet.
That's what you were saying last night, is you're like, I miss the click clack of their paws on the floor. Whenever
I drop a little piece of food when I'm cutting up veggies and I don't hear that little click clack, I die a little inside. Like, as hard as things were with my family, I miss that little bastard that we used to have, like, coming to our room.
You miss that little fucker.
That little diggy. Like, I miss him, and we need a little fucker of our own.
Yeah.
Oh god.
What? Which one?
No, the brick.
That?
Yeah.
Fine. Just hanging out.
When is Tim Robinson S3 coming out?
I don't know. Not soon enough.
I would love a third season of that.
Slumber immune, lava. Do I not have Zap Floor? I probably just don't have the.
One sec, my little fucker is making a row. Ocelot the dog.
That's just you know. Forgetting words. Jesus Christ.
I can't remember words either.
Contradictory is what I was thinking of.
For sure. Which is your favorite deep cut of all these spirits?
It's actually one of the two Earthbound ones. It's either Buzz Buzz or Ness's dad. Like, one of those two are probably my favorites. Don't like the look of that. Don't know what the context for that is and why you're sending it to us, but I'm not a fan of it.
That pig is doing something under the table. Best name for a dog would be your favorite TS Cornstar.
I understand that it's Barnyard, Sass. It's just I don't know why it came to mind for you.
And me.
Oh, damn it.
I don't know. I don't really know much about like the trophies.
Yeah,
I've never
you
really
actually
played the.
are not as big on this game as I am.
Yeah, I just play against you until I get too frustrated to continue.
Shit.
I could occasionally win rounds against Courtney, but now, like, you know.
Yeah, no Courtney around.
Yeah, so it's harder.
There. Fucking get out of here.
Me and Bree are about the same, so that's right out. Just kind of. I don't know.
What?
Well, I'm saying I don't really have any hot takes on like what I think is like a really,
gotcha.
really intense and well thought out.
You could just browse the list and pick one you really like the look of, Bree.
Sure, why not? Let's look up World of Light trophies.
I mean, just look up Smash Ultimate Spirits and you'll
get like some kind of local alcohol shop. Let's take a look here.
Alright. Man, I'm so sad I don't have Big Slappy anymore.
Yeah.
Big Slappy was really carrying me through this, and now he's just gone.
Give me the list of them. I just want to see what they are.
My cat, the dog. What? Yes, Bree.
Who's this little fella? Oh, this is my cat. Does make everyone concerned.
Okay.
Of course, I do that on my own.
All the security doors are off now.
Alright, so I got the... Oh my god, yes, cookies, fine. Eat all of my data. I don't care.
The piranha plant running animation is good. Look at him.
Yeah. Running around like Cookies Bustle. I love them. From the award-winning movie Ghostbusters. Someone named a horse Hoof-Hearted, which was what you say fast. Well, yeah, that's cute.
Oh. I thought of it. I had to parse it out in my brain. I was like, what's the oh, that's the joke. Got it.
So far, I'm like I'm not into like the more complex ones, but Rock Mario's pretty great. You just...
I wouldn't consider
surrounded by boulder.
That's not really. I don't feel like that's a deep cut though. Also, hey Raito, welcome to the stream.
Let's see.
All right, let's see what I can.
Hi, I'm Charge and Chuck. Oh gosh. Let's see. I would gotta get into like the wacky ones. I was instructed I could just pick one and point. And so I'll...
God, this one is not gonna go well for me.
Rock Mario the dog.
Shit!
Cardboard box, the dog.
Okay.
Gundam,
safe.
the dog.
Play safe, play it safe, play it safe.
And we have a link from Sass, we can pull that up when you're done. Hey, Raito. I really like that.
No,
I really like that emote.
Don't lose Piranha Plant. Don't lose Piranha Plant.
Hi. How's it going?
Okay.
You did a...
Welcome to the stream, Sir Henke. Oh god.
Let's see, deep cut one. I don't know. I'm not seeing anything from a game that I like super know.
Yeah, Bowser. My brother. Well, the only problem with Bowser is that my brother has a dog named Bowser. So then I would just be, you know, copying him. So.
Oh yeah. Like I was mind blown when I found out that like our friend's dog Wiley.
Okay, for sure.
That our friend's dog Wiley wasn't named after Dr. Wiley.
Yeah.
Wouldn't have guessed. I don't know, I just love Heavy Lobster. A lot of childhood memories. Right next to Dynablade and Marks himself.
For sure.
Mark's true form.
I mean, Heavy Lobster is a bit more of a deep cut, I feel like.
He's up there. He's a fun mini boss. You never forget how to beat him. It's a cute mechanic.
I mean, if you've never played the game, you certainly don't know how to beat him.
Yeah, was he named after Wile E. Coyote? What was
No, I think... Oh, Wiley, Courtney's dog. No,
Yeah.
I think Wiley is just, you know, that's an adjective that you can use to describe a person.
I guess that was all they needed. Sometimes. Not just Bowser. Bowser wedding. My sister, though, he was named after the jeans. Oh, thought he was named after the jeans. She is normal. Mighty Number 9, the dog. I don't know about that for a dog name.
There we go.
Levi, okay. Attack on Titan.
Levi is an okay dog name.
Yeah.
I could see that one working.
Definitely.
One's popping off in text. It's Courtney.
It's Courtney.
Speak of the devil. Is there anything? Oh, nothing further that way.
Here comes the them. Hello, them. Welcome. There they are.
There they is.
Oh yeah, they got SNES Andros in here. I could see him if I could get to that fucking point in the game. To be continued. I will do that eventually.
Okay. Time for a boss fight. The dog. Okay. Time for a boss fight.
God, excuse me.
See how I do with this.
Oh, you got this.
Eh.
Generational trauma, the dog. I don't know. Why don't you name the dog the critically acclaimed MMORPG Final Fantasy VII?
No, you can't. You can't play it anymore as much as they want you to. Is the only problem with that.
Or is that 10? What is that? I don't know.
It's 14.
14.
That is not Final Fantasy VII.
Look,
free.
I don't know what the. Listen here, I only know one of them. Expanded free trial, which you can play through the entirety of the Realm of Reborn.
You can't anymore. That's the problem. Because too many people are playing that game, they had to literally tell people to stop and stop that program.
Wow, that sucks.
I mean,
the ultimate weapon.
Suffering from success.
Gendo, the dog.
Whoa,
Shinji
whoa,
would be.
whoa.
I don't like Shinji, but it would be like a cute dog name. Get in the crate, Shinji.
Okay.
Get in the car, Shinji.
Get in the bath, Shinji.
Could fuck around with that. Have fun with that name.
I don't want to name my dog that.
Endwalker the dog. Gendo the dog. You can play the free trial in the dead of the night and early morning.
The dog.
I don't like that. That's so mean.
That is too mean for a dog name.
It's a bit much.
Like, I'm okay with, you know, jokingly calling a dog a little fucker.
Yeah, but that's just a nickname. Even still. Gender the dog. No, Dusty.
Catgirl shitting.xyz, the dog. That's not even our URL.
I've been on free trial since last year, and it has let me in during those hours in Xmas, because apparently no one was around then at the peak hours. Parrot, the dog. Now, then it would become noisy.
That's not how that works.
Mr. Num-Nums, or what was the name of the parrot?
Birdie Num-Nums.
Birdie Num-Nums, the dog.
Is what
there
you're
you
thinking
go.
of. Please, respect the name.
Respect the cannon fodder, yeah.
Holy cat girls SWF the dog. That's a deep cut reference.
Rest in peace, Birdie Num-Nums. That's the thing, he's fine. He just comes back sootier from Cannon Blast every time you fire him off. It's so funny that they even let you do that.
It's pretty good. He's not dead, I just miss him.
The piranha plant has very dog energy with, like, the tongue hanging out. Very, you know, very rabbit energy. It's kind of cute.
I still bus driver for that.
Rainbow Idolmaster, the dog. I like Hamburger, the dog.
Oh, what should the dog be called? Let's see this poll. No!
No!
We're not naming the dog any of these.
None of those were even close.
You have no control of our life. Except for, like, in playing video games. That's the only thing that...
That is the portion of our life that y'all hold a pretty good amount of control in. Some of you more than others.
That's true.
Ready? Go!
If you go down to our Patreon... I'm just kidding. I still need... There's still stuff I need to do.
That's not kidding. Support us on Patreon.
No, yes. But also, there's still stuff I need to do. Like, we realized I haven't even played Sonic 06 yet. I still need to do that.
There we go.
I promised I would.
You did.
And I'm not a liar, I'm just a procrastinator. And also, I just started a very long game at a time when streams have slowed down. And
Ban
so that's
in-game action, smash attacks. Alright.
Oh, no. You got this.
Next month, the game I'm requesting is naming your new dog Fartmaster 2017. That's not a video game.
That's terrible.
That's not how that works.
Oh my god.
That is not, in fact, a video game.
That's the worst.
A videoed game.
By the way, the jingle for this game got in my head, and I had a little song in my heart that I would like to share with y'all, if I may, in the spirit of a certain Chrono Trigger. My name's Gato, and I've got metal joints. Beat me up and win 15 silver points. Well, I lost the battle, it seems you've won. Here's your silver points, now wouldn't you say that was fun? And that was running through my head today, so thought I'd share that with y'all.
Get up.
Financial stability guaranteed for a couple of years in one swoop. I'll add the new tier to Patreon called Name Our Dog and set it at 60 million views. You know.
Compromises can be made. But it would be a high price like that.
Yeah. Gato the dog. I mean, doesn't it essentially mean cat?
In Spanish, yeah.
Yeah, so we could basically then name it the cat the dog. So.
We're not gonna name our dog Gato. Just gonna put
Is
that
Gato in this game? Is Gato in this game?
No, I
by
don't.
any means?
Unfortunately, I don't think Gato is in this game.
Spanish and Portuguese. Oh.
There was a points redeem. The dog is now Fartmaster 2017.
What we name our Fartmaster 2017 is up to us.
That's the thing. It's a theoretical dog. You can't even
we haven't
really
even gotten it yet.
tie us down to that with a name. I'm
Bottom
gonna find
surgery of
every
the dog.
workaround I can for that channel redeem because I don't want to have to remember Fartmaster 2017 every time I want to say dog.
Here's the thing, Mitamaton. I don't know if I could name a dog something that I know it's kind of slowing or hindering my ability to do. Like, that's like calling a child Dreams.
Oh,
You know, like,
that's sad.
it's just, you know,
All
I'd
right,
be
bye,
too aware.
Simon.
Fun fact, the French word for cat is chat.
Oh. Psst, psst, psst. Here, chat. Here, chat. Psst, psst, psst.
So if you go somewhere that serves chat, you might be thinking, oh man, I don't know. Squidward's hopes and dreams, the dog. No, we want our dog to be very much alive.
This is not the running joke that I expected to be for this stream.
Hey, a running joke's a running joke. I'll go with it.
No, I mean, I'm not against it. It's just not what I was expecting, is all I'm saying.
I'll be honest, I didn't see it either. Nights into Dreams, the child.
I don't like nights, so like that's not.
Pooch suggests Doug Funny, active shooter, the dog.
No!
Come here, shooter!
Again, we already agreed we're not gonna be naming our dog after channel memes.
We just can't do it. That clock is falling. Yuji Naka's Ferrari, the dog. I was just... Hideki Naganuma's Twitter, the dog.
Hideki Naganuma wants an estrogen burger, the dog.
Estroberg, come here. Who's a good Estroberg? I'm gonna use their estrin. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Y'all let me know if Jay loses anyone. I need to know. So I can document it, but I'll be right back.
I mean, I'll document it if you're away when it happens.
Okay. Trying to figure out the way to do this that will be the less likely for me to knock everything over. Trying to like step over cables, like that's not a good way to do it.
Yeah. That's a very dangerous way to try and navigate a very small space.
Go!
What are you doing, Simon? Swinging the club, swinging the club, swinging the club. Get teleporter somewhere else. Can't get through there. Any favors down specials? Okay, that'll be fine. Goodness gracious. Can't believe a theoretical Fartmaster 2017 has caused this much conversation in the chat tonight. Which fighters do you still have? Hold on a second. Once I get to the character select, I can show you which ones I still have. As you can see, Piranha Plant is still a threat. I know that Mario, Kirby, Donkey Kong... Oh, alright, I won that one. Mario, Kirby, Donkey Kong aren't viable anymore. I'll have to look at that character select here. 1 second. Party, fighter. So yeah, those two, those three.
I've returned!
Welcome back, Bree. Pac-Man is out, and I lost someone else. Who's the fifth one I lost?
I didn't know Pac-Man was out. I'm so proud of him.
So yeah, basically everyone here except for Mario, Donkey Kong, Kirby, Pac-Man, Pac-Man and Duck Hunt are all still viable.
That was probably so loud.
It's fine, Bree. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Ants the dog. Ants the movie, the dog.
Hyper smash attacks.
A Bug's Life, the dog.
That's too many available fighters. We need to ratchet up the tension. 1 second. Epstein didn't kill himself, the dog.
The Kennel Club looking at us like, are you fucking serious?
Ghislaine
Like,
Maxwell is going to get murdered in prison, the dog. How about this? Every fight I need to change fighters. I can't just stay as one character.
that's an interesting thought. Having to juggle that. I actually kind of love that.
Will that ratchet up the tension? How about I go in order through my list for each fight?
That is interesting.
At least for right now. If I start like hard failing once I do this, then I'm gonna pull the ripcord on that.
Phoebe says she digs it.
Alright.
Let's do it.
Like, I'm pretty flexible with most of my fighters, but I could certainly see myself getting fucked up.
Courtney the dog.
One way or another. I mean, it's a bit on the nose, but that's cute.
It is cute.
I would not pick that as my dog name, though. I think the closest thing to an anime name I had is like there was like some kind of dog we were looking at that was like a corgi like dachshund mix, I think.
Oh yeah.
And I was thinking about the name Jet.
Yeah. And I thought, yeah, when I had to think about it, I was like, that is cute. That is kind of a dog-like name. Like, it's a weeby name to give it without clearly being weebish, you know? Though I don't mind doing that at all.
Yeah.
I'm very, very open with my interests, and I don't care what anyone thinks about me. Strong wind!
Victory!
Did he just blow himself up?
No, I think I hit him after he like put an explosive on me.
Oh, right.
And that transfers the explosive to him.
Alexander is a good anime dog name.
Friend of mine was straight up going to get a corgi and name it Ein, which is it's
Yeah, you can't do that.
too on the nose.
It's too much.
Too much of something that literally everyone has done.
Yeah. That's Sonicking a hedgehog.
Fighter, so now I have to change to Fox. Oh god, I suck with Fox.
Oh.
From Full Metal Alexander. It's been long enough since I watched FNA that I don't get it.
Googling it. Clearing my throat because clearly I speak through phlegm now.
Oh, that's the name of the dog. Got it.
Oh, yeah.
That gets, yep, okay. That sucks. That's a rough one.
Yeah. Wah.
Oh god. Yep. Shit.
So yeah, as we had mentioned, and as I am still recovering from, I did watch Berserk 97. And the thing about Berserk 97, and I'm not going to give away any spoilers here other than the well-known fact that,
Fox.
it ends, like, on a real no release, no positive upswing, anything. Just... I gotta read the manga.
Yep.
You know?
Good thing I own the manga.
There you
so
go.
You can,
Was it Fox?
Yes, Fox is dead.
There's no Fox.
Oh god.
Alright.
This fight sucks. This is a bad fight for me to start, like,
Blood,
doing
blood.
this on.
Raiden the dog. Raiden! Get out of the trash can!
Shit.
No, we'll just call the dog Disgaea. So whenever they act up, I can be like, Disgaea. That's terrible.
God, get out of here, you fuckers.
Blood plus the dog.
Okay. This has gotten easier now.
You could call it, Big Bimby or Bimbus.
We're not naming our dog Big Bimbus. Again, not naming the dog after channel memes.
Blomby. Alright.
There. Oh, okay.
Norman Reedus, the dog.
Norman Reedus and the Funky Fetus, the dog. Oh, God. Okay.
King Gizzard, the dog.
Oh, damn it. I still can't get over there. What am I supposed to do at this point?
Open Palm Slam, the dog. Big Slappy, the dog.
Listen. Oh, there we go. There's the teleport.
Oh, yeah.
For some reason, that wasn't working before.
No. Wag the dog.
Captain Falcon.
Captain Falcon.
What?
It's Falcon time, baby.
What about it being Falcon time?
It's Falcon time. The time is now for Falcon. No Falcon around anymore. It's time now for that guy to do some stuff. Oh, he coming.
Guess
He is going to smack someone up.
Immunity.
Hachima, the
I
dog.
have diplomatic immunity.
Sergeant.
Yes. The Horty Wizard that everyone loves from Fire Emblem Awakening.
Hey, she was pretty great. I really did like that game. I should have waited till like. Wait, you couldn't marry like gay, right, in that game?
No, but they did end up putting out mods for it. Like if you emulate it on PC, that lets you do that.
Because I was gonna say, I definitely would have wifed her.
Hey, thank you for the follow, Nexgellion.
Oh, yo! Welcome.
Much appreciated.
But yeah, that was a fun game. I think that was one of the first games I played like all the way through on a 3DS because you had it, and I was like, okay, let me play this. Because like you were playing the new Fire Emblem when I was trying to. You're just like, no, this is mine. Here, play this. And I, your wife, like a little sibling, went, okay, I'll play this one.
Okay, I'll play the video game. But yeah, apparently the writing is actually pretty good for it too.
Oh wow.
For the mods that they put out.
Righto. Yippee-ki-yay, Mr. Falcon.
Jigglypuff.
I love the way the announcer says it.
Jigglypuff. Jigglypuff.
Wow, Bree got tailsed hard. What?
Second player did.
Oh, right.
You know,
yeah.
like you said, you got the little brother treatment.
Yeah. Like, I want to play the game. No, play this lesser game I've already beaten. Okay. This one too. Taught me how to play the other one, and then I got so tired of strategy games for a bit that I fell off it. Womp womp. I'll get back to it eventually.
Get fucked, Pit. you could not take it.
Fall into a dark pit.
I was watching Ricky stream the beginning of Three Houses and it got me hungry again for a Fire Emblem game that's like big gay. Yeah, I wish that they would just put something like that. Some dev would just make a game like that already.
Yeah.
The same way that we all wish for a Persona game that isn't homophobic.
Yeah. Sadly, something that we're never gonna have on either front. I worry.
Okay. Now I can get to the other side of that bridge. No music in this part of the game.
They just turned it off and no one knows why. Maybe the original composer for it died. We're just like, Phil? Piano Phil? Just like, oh, well, shit. Oh, there he is. He's playing again. Good. It's hard playing all those instruments at once. He gets tired. He needs to take a break now and again.
He's got one of those, like, pianos, like, whatever the fuck those machines are called.
Breaks a plate, hits the bells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a proper name for them, but I can't remember what the fuck they're called.
Yeah. That's rough. Just have the next video game like this scored by that one guy.
No. See, you said that one guy, and I was like, who? Oh, right, that.
Makes good music. Intelligent Systems is a weird company for me. Their bread and butter is an extremely story-centric game, yet they have no staff writers. Huh.
Wild. Yeah, that one guy is penis music.
No, he's not.
Yes, Bree. That one guy is penis music. It's, Bree, the reason why I'm just saying that he's penis music and not bad or good is because it's okay for some music to be penis music. 100 Gex is penis music, and I think they're alright.
I think they're great. They're the best penis music there is. Because I feel like there's the intention of being it.
I'm just saying that one guy is definitely penis music. It's true! Please define penis music. See, that's a good...
Hold on.
Yeah, are you gonna pull that up?
Yeah,
pull
I
up
am.
something that's like a definition of penis music?
It's too minimalistically, like, almost intentionally shitty sounding.
Anyways, that's an actual song, so I don't want to leave that going
that's
for
fair.
too long.
Sure.
That's penis music. It's stuff that sounds like goofy, but not goofy in what's supposed to be like a comedic way. I think is like the best way to define it.
That's just a bunch of fucking cartoon sounds. That knows what it is. That's being...
Hold on.
I don't know. That's the problem, is that one guy has too much merit. He can create beautiful music.
But also it sounds very fucking goofy.
Just because I want him to score something doesn't mean it has to be his particularly goofier tracks. I'm saying, like, he does some good, like, you know, orchestral sounding stuff, some very atmospheric things. It would be good for a game. We're talking game music. It doesn't have to be AAA, you know, end of the world title, but something like oh, this is gamey. This'll work. That's just someone throwing the Hanna-Barbera SFX library down a flight of stairs. It is, That's what I'm saying. They know what they're doing. Like, that's...
I mean, I don't think my argument is that the person doesn't know what they're doing.
Well, no, but I'm saying it's on, like, a different level of intention and sound than what I'm referring to.
All I'm saying is that penis music is stuff that sounds goofy, but isn't necessarily trying to be comedy music or something like that. It's like, it has a weird twang to it that you just don't hear in music that tends to take itself seriously or have like proper artistic intent to it. I.e., 100 Gex, or that one guy. That's what I'm trying to say that penis music is.
I feel like we have slightly different definitions, but that's okay.
Like, that's the clearest definition that I could put together of penis music.
For
is
sure.
that.
Samus. Seamus. C-Muse.
Oh yeah, yes, that's BS. The Resident Evil basement theme is definitely penis music.
That's some top tier penis music. P-Muse, as we call it in the Cool People Club.
Okay, bye. Oh wait, no, she didn't die.
Yeah. My personal tastes are speaking aloud here, but if you just describe certain strands of new wave right now...
Yeah, there's probably some new wave music that I would qualify as like penis music.
You probably would define New Order as that, and that makes me a little bit salty.
Again, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying that if we are using like the term penis music as a thing to call music, then that is what I describe it as.
For sure.
No like question of the quality of it or not.
The other argument is that, like, when we're talking about genres, everyone has a different opinion on what every genre is as well. So, like, that already is its own bag of worms.
Sure. Well, that's the thing with Edie, is penis music was started as like supposed to be like a derogatory way to refer to like certain music. But I think it still like has merit as a way to describe things. You just have to know that the person that's describing it isn't trying to, you know, be a dick about it.
Be a dick about, because, yeah.
Not intentional. Oh shit. Hold on.
You're really getting shafted if someone,
I accidentally did this fight as Bowser again.
Oh no. Oh, we're back in the scrolling world. Is this somewhere over the rainbow? What the?
Do you think this sounds like somewhere over the rainbow?
The song did for a little bit. I was like, wait a minute. Yes, we'll allow the term penis.
Yeah.
In this instance only.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you, Pooch.
Just come up with a synonym that does not contain penis, and you get rid of the big issue. But I'm lazy, and I'm not a music writer, so it ain't my job.
MC Boing. That's penis music. And I love it. Because it's basically just sped up Scooter.
Geo dude.
What if his name is just Geo Greg? Not just a dude, he has a name.
Sometimes you say things and I'm just like, alright.
Geo Greg. I love Geo Greg. That's his name now, Geo Greg.
Geo Steve.
Steve O'Greg. Hey, it's my friend, Geo Dude.
Geo Bebo. Jim Bob Beefstick.
Jim Bobulus. Jim Babo. Jimmy Jack. I don't know.
See, you hard gave up on that one.
I did. I was like, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna pull back. Sometimes you gotta know when to stop. Ice climbers. Kirby, 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 Kirby.
Kirby, Kirby, Kirby is back to big.
Kirby, Kirby, Kirby is Gavin and Boo. Okay, well, there you go.
We still need to find a good boba place around here.
Stop or my mom will shoot. There's a boba place down the road, but it's down the road enough that we would have to take a bus, and it's in an area where it's like that's all there is. Like it's just that little shop. And so we'd pop in, we'd grab a boba, and then we'd just be in like,
hop on the bus again,
yeah,
basically. All heart. Anybody want something from Walhart?
Boba Place, the dog. Boba's a cute name, but...
Boba is a cute name for a dog.
Yeah.
Can't take that away from him. Okay, that's the only bridge to the other side. Okay.
Oh, Sass says no, it's not.
It's not? Okay.
What about Booba?
Why don't you like Boba as a name for a dog?
Because people think it's... Oh, that's fair.
That's actually a very fair point. Boba. Dumb female.
Wow.
Is apparently not allowed on Twitch. I understand, but also...
Definitely, but yeah.
It's funny to me that it isn't.
I like Booba. It's like Boba, but it has like a little nub on one end of it. So they're like tiny little gelatinous boobas. I think it'd be cute.
this guy's thing?
Oh, I thought his name was Walmart. I was like, ugh.
I made that joke like a second ago.
Oh.
I said, who wants to get something from Walmart?
Oh, okay, I didn't hear you. Well, I agree. It's painfully like that. Gelatinous? Are they slime girls? I don't know, Sass. I mean, it's a thing, so some people like it.
Enemy has stupid armor. Has super armor and is hard to launch or make flinch. Stamina battle, all fighters have.
Also, as an aspiring artist, I'm probably going to have to figure out how to draw that just to see if I can.
What, a slime girl?
Yeah.
Sure.
It's an interesting thing to take on when you think about it. Like, as for learning the mechanics of drawing, I basically need to learn how to draw a substance that I don't traditionally, and in the form and lighting of how it would take a human shape. Which really, when you think about it, is artistically fascinating and quite educational.
I'm so scared right now.
Whatever this person is saying to clear their throat, the dog. We're gonna have to pull that link up after this fight. I have to know what this is.
This fight is so scary right now.
Yeah. Also, I think you left the kebab on too long.
Now I know how everyone else feels when I play Ganon.
Yeah. It's scary. That's the sound of playing against Ganon. Okay. Got this.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh.
No final smash.
Oh,
no,
no,
no, no, no, no. Oh, God, thank God.
Goodless. Goodless?
Goodness.
Goodless.
Don't die. Whoa, don't die.
You burned my kebab!
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Can we pull up that
Ah!
link? Big titty goth girlfriend, the dog. Can we pull up that link? Let's see
Yeah, sure.
the sound they're making clearing their throat.
先に始めてたような Oh, this oh, I've been singing with you. I'm no, forget that happened.
Imagine if you final smashed off stage. That was what I was absolutely terrified of, is that I was going to have final smashed off the stage.
You really pulled it out, though.
Well, at the very least, I have a rule in place where, like, if I SD in a really dumb way, I can just give myself a mulligan on that.
Fair
but
enough.
I only get it once per
Righto.
character, and that's it. That's like the one exception I get in those regards.
Uh-huh.
Let's see. Cammy. Cammy!
Yummy.
I'm thinking of the starfish dude from One Piece. Cammy!
Yummy.
Hostile assist trophies.
That cheeseburger.
I got that cheeseburger!
I'm Orbulon. Come on, let's do some LSD. Come on, kids.
Moo Moo the dog. Alright.
God, the dog.
Come here, God! Here, God! Oh, that's a good God.
God, imagine.
Fuck.
But the problem is, 14 years later, when he kicks it, we're gonna have to let everyone know that
God is
dead.
dead!
that's a heavy burden.
Oh, this one sucks.
Yeah. Sun King, the dog.
Hold on. No!
I figured out why I don't fit.
Mark off Dr. Mario.
I pulled out the armrests for some reason.
Dr. Mario is dead.
Blood. We'll call it Blood, the dog. God, stop eating your own poop.
Mark, Dr. Mario is dead, Bree.
Oh. In the arms of the angel. No one knows the rest of that song.
Okay.
Dr. Mario's dead. R.I.P. Dr. Mario.
Marvel fans, when their parents' divorce creates a multiverse of households. The dog.
I don't know how you make a shorter nickname of that, though. Seems pretty rough.
Hey Zurg, welcome to the stream.
Hey, welcome.
Unfortunately, the doctor is dead. No one's getting health insurance this year.
Womp womp.
Ready? Go!
My wife left me the dog. At least she left you the dog. Starman the dog. Not a bad dog name.
You little fucker!
See, we're gonna have to call the VOD name that dog. Oh,
Oh my god, I cannot stand this fight right now.
Mr. Saturn
Get the
the dog.
fuck out of here, Mewtwo.
Zoom zoom.
Zlup zoom!
Bang.
Okay.
Well, I'm Mr. Saturn.
Mafa with the party Kremuhao the dog. Chat, are you okay? You having an okay one over there?
BD for PP the dog. Lolly Lulelo the dog. We'll just get two, call them Lololo and La La La.
Oh wait, damn it. Forgot to switch off Marth.
Oh, there's a GIF. Pull it up.
What's that?
Oh, there's a couple of links. You've got better access to the mouse. Bad from the back.
It's Sass's favorite gif.
We could call it Prince.
Yeah.
Mr. Gay! I mean, that'll just become a nickname for any animal that we have.
Wait, hold on, fellas. 1 second here. There we go.
And smash. The dogtist formerly known as Prince the Dog.
Oh god.
Doggy Dog the dog. Dog funny. No. You broke my grill, the dog. Whatever you call him. You broke my grill! Good boy. Oh,
You ate my shoes! Yes, Sassy, you and Bree share exactly one same brain cell.
It's a good brain cell, though. You know, I'm happy to share it with you. Very expensive. Dogless. No, that's the problem. We are dogless. We're trying to fix that.
Doug Faster, the dog.
Faster, Doug.
I can't
man.
believe we've been riffing on this for like the last hour and a half. What the fuck?
It's people get excited about dogs. It's
I'm
understandable.
just shocked.
That's just you.
Yeah, yes.
Twitch blocked climax.
It sure did.
Thinking of the climax of Batman Forever. I don't know that one.
Of course you don't, Bree.
I don't know what Batman is. No,
You especially don't know what Batman Forever is.
No, I don't.
out. Oh my god. Fuck off right now.
Jim Carrey as Riddler as Bree getting mind beams from Sass, the dog. And then the 90s CG turns her head into putty. Oh man. Oh no.
Those 90s Batman movies are pretty good in a terrible way.
Is that the like Mr. Freeze
Fuck!
era?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember hearing much about those sucking and wanting to see it for that reason.
I think those movies are dumb in a very funny way.
It does seem like it ducked into like kind of the silliness of what it originally was, while also kind of taking that cinematic 90s film approach, and in a way that corniness does kind of call to me.
Put Pitt on the dead list.
He's Pitt, no one's gonna miss him.
I mean, Pitt, I'm okay with Pitt is the issue here. So that's actually not great for me.
Oh.
Those movies would play on loop at the dentist.
Oh man.
Ready? Go!
Isn't there enough pain in dentistry without that going on? Oh, there's a ghost. Oh no. Oh, the ghost scribble's gonna get you. I saw Batman and Robin in the... I saw Batman and Robin in the theater when it came out. That text shot up when there was more chat, and I thought that said, I saw Batman and Robin in the dark toilet. Do you have toilet and dark? Yes, we just lost Pit, but we might soon have dark toilet. And there you go. There we're good.
No, I don't think you get Dark Pit until you get into the dark world. Oh fuck.
Well, if says I watched
no, get away. For the love of God.
Well,
Get away
says,
from me, you
I watched
little
Batman and
fuckers.
Robin Infinity times as a kid.
No. Fuck!
I watched Batman and Robin Infinity times as a kid. I have a lot of fondness for them, but they're practically part of my DNA for what it's worth. I like them as a continuation
Bree,
of the Camp
please,
60s Batman.
Put Snake on the list.
Snake? Oh, okay. Snake!
Oh, fuck!
Well, it's getting rough. It's getting wacky.
It sure is.
Yeah, we're getting down to the thing.
Choose your fighter.
Me.
I saw one of those and I didn't like what I saw.
Lucas.
Oh, Lucas. Mr. Bimbus. Blondie. Bimbino.
Stop.
Bimbadier.
Stop.
Jay's getting tilted.
I'm good.
Everyone wish Jay all of the luck in the world. Cheer her on, we know she's good for it.
Go!
That seems to work.
For now. Until they start all ganging up on me. Fuck!
Seth says I assume
Okay.
it was Bill Engvall.
Nope, that wasn't what it was.
What was it, the Pit Amiibo?
There's a fucking Ku Klux Klan guy on there.
I didn't-
That's what it is.
I didn't catch that. I didn't
It
even see
was
that.
there.
Oh man. That's
Get the
rough.
fuck out.
This is a drill tweet. Wow. Playing with others can have rewards playing alone, however. Pac-Man World is giving you a run for your money.
Sure is.
It's a rough time. It dawns on me, you were attacked by a ghost in Pac-Man World. Like it was a Scribble ghost, but a ghost nonetheless.
Yeah, that's fair. Omar. How many are on the list? 9?
There's a few. There's only 4. Yeah, it's like 9.
What happens when I run out of characters? I have to start the run over.
Yep.
Like, I have to delete my save. You lost like 3 fighters to get Game & Watch. Game & Watch is okay. I am okay with Game & Watch.
You really...
You're providing A+ commentary right now.
I'm feeling
Bree.
my age. My brain just fucking shat out on me and forgot all the words. It's fine. I'm 31. It's all downhill from here. Apparently. Let me try that again.
At the
You've
very
really
least,
gotten good at goofing up the, his mechanics, because, you know how to use that, like, ultimate smash and time it out and play your timing with the big slappy with his hammer. So, you can make it work.
You're trying.
I am.
You're
Life
doing
is
your
trying. I'll
damnedest.
stop when I'm dead. All right. So now, where do we? Oh, the devil. Oh no, it's the devil. Oh, he's gonna get us. I only have one more day to enjoy the life of 31. Oh,
Relish your time.
happy early birthday.
I mean, we'll probably be up around that time. We can wish her a happy birthday then as well.
That's fair.
Screen flip.
In fact, if I'm not mistaken, we can do so at like 9-10 our time.
Yes, we'll be able to do it at a decent hour for us. So, excuse me.
Lucario!
Okay, and now I need screen flip
Absolutely.
resistance.
I believe in you. You've got this. You're gonna
It's
nail
just
this.
You cutting me off as I'm like trying to say that I got
right?
please.
You're gonna be great, hun. You can wish me happy birthday playing fucking Oni Chambara tomorrow when it turns the next day. Look, you made it available to people. It was always a
You
possibility.
got no one to blame but yourself.
Whenever we put something up for a vote and there's something that we know will cause us great pain, we go in assuming that's what it's gonna be. Like, it isn't always. We've been surprised before, but you gotta know that that's a heavy possibility.
We all became blue? What? What are you talking about? Do you
Oh, did
mean
we?
like us or the characters on screen? Because we're seeing a normal video feed right now.
Oh,
Ada's
the green
up for a
screen.
sec.
Oh, maybe there was like a green light on the.
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
that's probably what it was. It was probably the stage that we're playing on.
Yeah. That makes sense.
This.
Oh god, it started over. I can't play through this again.
We're going back to the origins of this channel.
Yeah, god, this was like early playthrough era. My god. He'll pick you up at the airport. I'm remembering playing that emulated on a Wii with like the Wii remote, and I wanted to throw
You
it
did not
through the
play it
screen.
with the Wiimote. You didn't play it with the Wiimote.
Whatever
Bree.
it was, you played with that, and I played with like the Pro controller or whatever the Wii had that was like a shitty version of a SNES controller, and there was lag. There was lag in it. It wasn't running it properly. I argue. I jumped many times that they did not jump. It was bad. It was a rough time. Somewhere, if you search on YouTube, you can still find us struggling all the way through that game. You valiantly got through the last boss.
Yeah.
You.
We almost
quit.
stopped at K. Rool.
But you insisted on pulling through. Sure, Brie, it was the control. It was totally the controller. The controller was bad. Leave me alone. 33 has been okay for me. I am, broadly speaking, happier than I've been at any time in memory. You know what's funny? Like, and maybe it's just because, like, you know, we're working toward being better people and all that, but, like, life has only gotten better for me. Yes, there's been some severe downturns in personal and environmental things in my life. But, wow, it's
Bullseye.
Villager. Well done. but like, ultimately, I'm in the best place I've been in my entire life.
Yeah.
Right now,
Same here.
both situationally, locationally, mentally, financially, like, doing good. I cannot complain, and that dawned on me not very long ago, and I was sitting down with my therapist going, okay, I've addressed my greater traumas already, and now I don't know what the hell to talk about. I mean, yeah, I've still got my things to work through, but like, I don't know, I'm in a good place. I'm happy about the direction things are going with me. That's good. It feels good to say.
Yeah. Barely remember anything about being 31, says Pooch. Man, that's actually a tough fight.
I will say, people tell me I was 21 at some point. I don't remember it. I was very drunk, I was very not a woman yet. It's not worth remembering, and if anything did happen, I blocked it out. With a lot of drinking. So, yeah. What a time that was, but I think that's true for a lot of people.
Oh yeah, like, the 20s is definitely your year of, you know, sorting shit out in your life.
Yeah.
Like, figuring out who you are and all that jazz. Or at least that's usually the most common stage of that.
Oh yay, thank you.
Donkey Kong.
Happy for us.
Leave me alone. I suck with Mega Man. I hate playing as Mega Man.
Yeah, been a lot of upturns in my life. I met you, I started streaming. Happy energies in my life. Like, honestly, at the risk of sounding like, you know, what's the word here?
Brag.
Well, no, not braggadocious, but painfully parasocial. I don't mean it like that, but like, having this little gaming community makes me very happy. Made a lot of really, really great friends. And just, this is such a good place for me. Streaming makes me happy. I'm glad we're going to be able to do it more soon, because I have been missing doing this on a more rapid clip. Like, this makes me happy. It was one of those things.
Oh, get away from me, Donkey Kong. There. Fuck off.
Wow. Knock him out the box, X.
Get away.
Weirdly for me, years that ends in 8 tend to feel faceless and just like I just wasted time during them. 8s will do that. Yeah. 98, 2008. I don't remember 2008. I don't remember anything between like where am I going with this? No, between like 2000 and like 2020. I don't know. That was all just... Like, I mean, as of like when 2021 began, nothing happened at all for like 10 years. In the first year, I couldn't tell you any monumental event that happened at all. I've completely forgotten. You know, so like, there's no real like landmarkers in history that like.
I mean, I'm just bad at having landmarkers in
Yeah.
general. That's not so much a like
What really
time
pinning
to year thing.
Yeah, because like, but also like pinning your sanity to landmarkers is really kind of reductive. Life is about continuously just keeping yourself sane and happy and doing
Yes.
things that feel fulfilling.
I agree.
That's more a practice than it is a thing to look back on. Like, people who look back on things aren't happy in the present. You gotta, like, be in that moment. And I'm learning that more. It was true what you said. I'm kind of like... Whereas we call you, like, the Luffy of the gang, where, like, you're that actualizer who just, like, makes things happen. The more I'm learning about, like, you know, Berserk. And, like, the manga as it is and the arcs of Guts, it's like, I'm kind of Guts. That's kind of my gender-bent anime reality, is just that, like, you know, powering through with, like, the power of vengeance and rage to the point of realizing, like, oh, I should just live life to live and have a fulfilling life and not let shit, like, you know, like, I was watching, like, a short video on it you showed me, and I was like, this is... I vibe with this.
Yeah.
I have to read this now. I really just do.
Switch my fighter.
Is there any big cultural thing out in 88, 87, or 89? A field packed of important things, but not 88. I don't know.
I couldn't tell ya. Like I said, I just am not good with like those kinds of touchstones, like tied for the things that I'm like cultural things that I'm aware of, like strongly aware of. I can like point out some of the years, like some albums that came out, games that released, things of that nature. I can be like, yeah, that was this year, or that was this year. Outside of that, like, the rest of time is just a fucking blur to me.
Yeah, 1998, U.S. Embassy bombings, blah, 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 yada, yada, 224 people killed. It doesn't sound like anything happened.
Ooh, Die Hard is 1988.
Oh, yeah!
Excellent.
Well, there you go.
Great thing to come out that year.
Indeed.
Can't swim, dash attacks have increased power. He favors dash attacks.
I like On Guard. He's a good fish character. I will give it to Beetlejuice.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely a cultural...
On Guard never stood a fucking chance.
No. People outside our door are having a good one.
There's a hubbub happening outside.
It's a time of celebration.
Yeah, that is fair. It is New Year's Eve after all.
Yeah, we might all be talking pretty loud a little bit later.
We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, after our stream, we're probably just gonna watch somebody else stream, have some bubbly, and...
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude?
Hey. Wow.
I'm gonna pick you up at the airport. You know, sometimes life can be mega lame. Ernest saves Christmas. Fireworks are going off now as they have been going off all week. I'm so sorry, Sass. There hasn't been a lot of that here, weirdly.
I mean, when you consider that we're surrounded by wooded areas...
Yeah, I'm glad. Don't get me wrong.
I think that people out here might be a little bit smarter in regards to that and are like, yeah, we probably shouldn't just fire off shit, like, shit that lights stuff on fire.
I don't know. Idiots aren't like a locational thing. You got them everywhere in different concentrations for sure, but like...
I mean, there might also just be laws in place.
That too. It's probably not being sold everywhere, you know?
Yeah. Unlike in Arizona, where, like, every fucking store has, like, a front of just, like, hey, here's all of our...
Yeah, here's
all of our fireworks.
Teach your kids to play with fire. Know what greenery we do have goes down. Yeah, no, I'm not... I don't miss that at all. I'll say that. True fact, Ernest Saves Christmas is the first movie I can remember seeing in a theater. That is interesting. There are laws here, but no one follows.
Piranha plant.
Piranha... Oh no, you lost Big Pee-Pee.
Fuck. Oh, well, Joker.
Blood. Joker. Joker's trick. Bree launches firework, debris hits and lights the cactus on fire. AZ government finds her $1 trillion.
Ready? Go!
It is always fun finding those videos of people setting off like actual fireworks in like a residential area. And it's just like, what did you think would happen? This sets off every car alarm within a 5-mile radius.
I mean, we were at a party, like, last year that someone, or not last year, this year actually, earlier, where someone did that, like, right next to a car.
I remember that. But that's the thing, that wasn't like a phew! That was just like one of those, like, spark fountains that happened to go a whole lot further than we anticipated. And thankfully didn't hurt anyone's vehicle, it didn't seem, so that's good. Emperor's New Groove is my earliest memory of seeing a film in the cinema. That's... Ugh. I've talked about it a bit, but like my ADHD as a kid made me fall asleep when there was a bunch of loud, intimidating, immense, you know, nodules of noise that come from movie theaters. So I was dragged to a lot of Disney films and I don't know what happened in any of them. Yeah, I saw Mulan. What happens in it? I don't know. Yeah, I saw Anastasia. What's it
Well,
about?
now you should
I don't
be able
know.
to tell us what happens in it whenever you get around to Kingdom Hearts 2.
Yeah, then I'll know.
Whenever that happens, you will know what happens in Mulan.
Because that's where they just start, like, piping in the movie, right?
Yes, pretty much. Knack Shack. Da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da.
I feel like they, like, extra bimbified her in, like, the updated,
Yeah, you want to take a look at her in a second here?
No, I'm
Who,
good.
who do I play again? Now I'm Hero. One of the Dragon Quest pro tags. That guy.
Hoagie!
The guy with the gerbil!
Panini.
Super Sandwich Bros.
Yep, there she is.
Ruben! I mean, she got those hips.
You can barely even see her hips, really.
She got that curvature, you know.
It's mostly here, not on the hips, though.
Damn, she a monkey and she got feet?
Damn, she a monkey and she got tatas?
Ew. Bayonetta!
Heyo, yayo!
The Toy Story and Monsters Inc. Worlds and 3 were completely original stories. Oh, I'm behind on stuff. It's still up in the air whether a Kingdom Hearts world will just remake a movie or not. Well, I mean, that was basically the Frozen world, wasn't it?
Yes,
Just
the Frozen
years?
world, like, kind of just remade the movie. Come on. Bayonetta. Oh. There we go. Nailed it.
They're like, we have this footage, and we're gonna play it again.
Yeah.
They just won't let it go.
It is almost shot for shot the same thing, except, you know, Sora, Donald, and Goofy are there.
Yeah. And we're here too. That's right. I, Donald, and my friends here. Because I refuse to try to do this voice.
Hero might be my favorite DLC character.
He is fun.
This guy here. This is my favorite DLC character still, I think.
Lesbian rep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he said lesbian rat?
No, I said lesbian rep.
Oh, lesbian rat.
Representation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Banjo is a he-him lesbian. Confirmed.
Pyramithra was fun. I gotta say, Sora's kind of fun to play in this game.
That was absolutely shocking to me when you finally, like, started, when we played after the Sora DLC came out. It's like you immediately kind of, like, gravitated towards him, and it's like, yeah, this is actually kind of a fun character.
It's kind of like Rob. There is some high risk factor to it, but you can really keep it random and move it around a bit. That if you keep that moving in a way that doesn't hit a pattern, you can really mess with people. I was surprised how, like, effective it was as a character. Like, let me catch up on stuff here. Let's see here.
You didn't notice what happened, did you?
I didn't.
Diddy Kong was like charging up his jetpack to get ready to fly up, and I like spit out an egg with like perfect aim, and it like just lightly bopped him on his head, sent the rocket launcher like flying, and like just doomed him to die.
Wow.
It's really good.
Very mean, very war crimey. I love it.
Like, it's the type of thing that if I had done that to you, you would have been like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I'm done playing for the night.
I would have. Let Banjo say fuck, says Evie. Dusty says, I am pro-anime, melodrama, Kingdom Hearts, and anti-Disney parts of Kingdom Hearts. That is completely fair. I only have the first character pack, but yeah, Banjo's pretty great. I agree. Phoebe says, it's more insane that Square Enix pretty much reanimated whole scenes from the Frozen movie. They bolted to the Kingdom Hearts story whenever there was a crack in the Frozen story. Yeah. Okay. Disney went full conceal, don't feel with their newest cash cow there. Yeah.
Main fighter to win, you constantly take minor damage.
It was very, very branded. Very, you know. Yeah, we're selling this on exactly what it is. And we can't change the script of this because it's too much currently... You know.
Terry. Terry! Yeah, give me Terry with the Neo Geo hat.
Yeah. Are you okay?
Okay.
Alright. Now we've got this. Now you got this. You're gonna do great.
Don't need your...
Yeah. You don't need my lip. Take any lip from me. I want to be able to play as just like a panel to pawn block. One of the Angie blocks. I guess they make them all angry in Tetris Attack, but like in the original panel to pawn, they have like different expressions. But I want to be able to play as just one of the blocks, just walk around, like land on people.
I want to see this clip.
Let's see.
Yeah, you can see it.
Oh,
Watch.
okay. Wow. Oh, wow. That's just like, you just unhinged their jetpack and just sent them on their way.
It's really funny
That's
to me.
such an action movie way to kill a person.
That's like Street Fighter 3 killing someone with like Dudley's taunt where he like throws a rose behind him or something like that. Like one of those taunts where you do like 1 damage, but that's what KOs them.
Yeah.
I could tell that that was one of those yes where you don't actually get it, but you're just going along with it.
Yeah.
It's okay. You don't always have... Bree, you don't always have to act like you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Okay. You killed Piranha Plant.
I did.
He's gone forever. My Piranha Plant! Gone forever! Ah!
Oh, alright. Time to kill some kids, says Smash.
Apparently.
I'm gonna ruin these children's dreams.
Oh, what are you gonna do?
Alright, time to battle
Kill
enemy
some
tanks.
kids! Kill some kids!
Come on. Oh. Didn't time it well enough. Get over here.
Come on. Look. Wow.
Aw, she didn't die from it. Get over here.
I'm gonna punch out his lights. I'm gonna knock him out this world.
There.
That I think is my favorite line in Square Up. By
Zach Fox.
By Zach Fox, thank you. I almost called him Kevin Fox. That's not his name. Zach Fox.
Who's Kevin Fox?
I don't fucking know. That's why I was like, wait a minute, brain, find the name. There you go. That's one of my favorite lyrics in that song by Zach Fox, just because the idea of knocking someone out of the world in Team Rocket-esque fashion, of just smacking someone out of existence, is like the funniest thing in the world
Here
to
we see
me.
Bree's brain continually falling apart over the course of a single sentence.
Listen, Break, my brain is not wifing. Find things Ev finds its. Oh, gonna be IK. Pyramus. Now.
Oh, I love you, Bree.
Yeah, in spite of who I am, you find a way.
Don't phrase it that way.
She likes me for who I am.
Look at this fucking chump over here.
Look at her. She said she'd marry me. Now she has to. Oh yeah, I appreciate you. And I love you.
I love you too.
Too hot for Twitch.
TOS.
If we get banned for holding hands.
Bum, ba-da-bum, bum.
Alright.
Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Okay. Aw, thank you, Zerg.
Oh.
That's very nice to hear.
Yes, thank you. Oh, that's just the Banjo-Kazooie noises.
Oh, this one's gonna suck because I am not good with the Minecraft.
Well,
I am in fact pretty bad with Minecraft.
you'll work it out.
I mean, I'm sure I will. This doesn't seem like it's supposed to be a tough fight. I'm just not good at it.
Viruses.
Oh wait, it's a timed battle. It actually might make it a little bit harder.
Those Kirby's are just little virus molecules, I guess.
Alright, there's one,
get 'em.
and...
Kirby is airborne. Oh no. Well. And goodbye.
No, not quite
Nope.
enough.
Kirby's gonna die.
That's...
There he is. And that is a very dead Kirby now.
Okay. I can't believe Minecraft destroyed the panda. In a sense, Minecraft could have destroyed the pandemic if everyone had just fucking stayed home.
Yeah.
Or had been able to stay home is the better way to phrase that.
Yeah. We're aware of the systemic portion
Yeah.
of the issue.
Of course. Let's just play as Sephiroth, which means I'm gonna play as shirtless Sephiroth.
Yo.
Because that's the only way to play as Sephiroth.
Hell yeah. Hits out, Sephiroth. That's how we do it.
Okay, so we got that. Switch that.
The slightly more nipular Sephiroth, we got him.
There.
Poison Cloud. That's not nice to Cloud. Watching Minecraft fight, I just imagine Minecraft emotionlessly saying, "Get wrecked, noob."
Get wrecked, noob.
Get wrecked, noob. Get good fuck. Get off my bed or get bent.
Wow.
There's an Asian reference.
Shit. Oh, wait, that didn't hurt me, I forgot.
Carmilla and her stand purple Charizard. I will say,
That almost went real bad for me. I got super lucky.
you did. I will say, whenever anyone says they're gonna take a stand with something, I always immediately think of JoJo's, and I realize that anime has beautifully poisoned my mind.
Oh, get out of here. There are so many X-bombs.
There
What the
are.
fuck?
Oh, okay, and Zerg knows that feel too. I'm glad. It's not just me.
Okay, the other dragon is gone.
Okay.
Now I just need to get rid of this fucker. There. That's... Oi, Haven. Sorry, I got scared for a second there.
Is that a Jerry Lewis voice?
that was a not quite Jerry Lewis voice, yes.
At least it's from the manga that got exhibited in the Louvre. Well, there's that. I didn't know that about it. That's
Yeah,
fascinating.
that's why there's like the side story from part 4 that's Rohan at the Louvre.
Oh, yeah. That's awesome. Also, whenever I think of that artist, I just, like,
There. Good enough.
makes me want to listen to music as the sound of life, or whatever that is, or...
Music
what's it?
music is the key of life.
Key of Life, that was
That's
it. Love that album. Got some of that art on there, on the cover. It's good. It's a good album. Yeah.
Araki is the name of the artist.
Araki makes some good art. You check out Music is the Key of Life. It's a good album.
It is.
It's
It
really
is a good album.
Yeah.
Pyramithra. Start that.
Pyramithra. Purple, so you can't tell who's who, but if you can, the opponent might not.
I mean, I know which one's which. I know these characters well enough to know what I'm doing.
It does make them easier to switch up, though. That is a neat little idea. JoJo's is fine art, but it's better than most fine art because it presumably is not used for money laundering. That's fair. I think the first movie I remember was Braveheart, and also the Star Wars prequel where I fell asleep in because that film is boring to a child. You know what? I remember clearly going on like a field trip, like from school, to see like the second one or whatever Space Congress was in, whatever movie that was in like the new trilogy. And I apparently had to be woken up for snoring like twice. I was out cold. Like, there was just, I was gone. Usually that happened because of like a bunch of noise and overwhelming sounds happening in the theater. In that case, it was just, this is the most boring thing I've ever seen.
I like those movies as a kid.
Anyway. Someone posted promo art of Araki did for Jolene and Neo from The Matrix, and I thought that was pretty cool. I have not seen that. I need to.
What's this here?
Oh,
there it is. That's
awesome.
In fact Jolene and Neo from The Matrix.
I love that.
I think I hear the cries of some Star Wars nerds in a galaxy far, far away. You probably do. They can die mad. I don't care.
That Neo slops up some steaks. You know he orders those sloppy steaks. Me and the guys, you know, they say no sloppy steaks.
I was a real piece of shit.
When did we get season 3? Oh man, I was just glad there was a season 2. I didn't think there would be.
All the way back. I don't have an engineer, so I can't go that way. Already gone through there.
My favorite part of Star Wars is when Uncle Lumpy predicts the future and masturbates in VR for the Xmas special. God, the freaking Christmas special. The fact that they didn't put any, what's the word? Freaking, what the hell?
Dialogue?
Yeah, dialogue.
Subtitles.
Subtitles, thank you. It took you a second, too. We read those constantly watching anime, and I don't remember. It took me a
second because you could not...
You didn't put subtitles. That's like a Dark Crystal level, like, what the fuck have you done? Was that Dark Crystal or was that Labyrinth? What was the movie that had, like, all those weird little, like, bird puppet aliens that just,
Dark
like...
Crystal.
Dark Crystal, that one.
Dark Crystal.
Where you just have, like, okay, we should know what they're saying, right? If there's to be dialect that is taking up the scene, we should know what... We're not gonna know. It's just noises? Okay, cool. I love that. That's great. Thank you. Dark Crystal, but Labyrinth also has puppets. That's fair. That's probably where I was getting it from, because I haven't seen either of those all the way through. I've seen bits of them and gone, I just wasn't really gripped.
As an actual fan of Star Wars, I don't understand why Star Wars is as big as it is. You have 1 or 2 successful movies in a franchise, and you're gonna... I know this steak doesn't exist. I know that when I put it in my mouth, the Matrix is telling my brain that it's juicy and delicious. After 9 years, you know what I realize? Let's slop them up.
It's good. I like that.
But yeah, I mean, you have a success or 2, and then, you know, you wait 20 years. That's the trick, is you wait 20 years. You make something that's like a niche, like... very small cultural thing, and then you wait 20 years to like put out another one, and that just cements it. Even if the new ones that you put out are fucking garbage and not good, at least in some people's eyes, again, I like the prequels, they will end up working and becoming, you know, big hits. Allowed the term hard.
I've never fallen asleep in the cinema, but I got knocked out hard during a school movie club screening of Nostalgia, a Soviet-Italian art film whose climax is a guy trying to carry a lit candle from one side of a pool to another, extremely slowly, falling off and then going back then to starting over. Oh, that's...
I know that movie.
Sounds like Brave Man's Road, but with a pool and a candle.
I've never seen it, but I know that movie. Alright, let's get Kazuya in the Dio suit.
The masked magician uses a clear plate under it.
I like
It's
the
thin enough
prequels
that-
with the big note that they are bad.
Yeah.
I think that they are fascinating. That's the thing. I think they're bad, but I think that they are fascinating as like the last like hurrah for George Lucas of like, yeah, let's do this thing with these movies.
Yeah. They're one
Let's
of
make
those.
big political drama.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, if we're talking about like just the original trilogy, just the original middle of when everything happened, original trilogy, starting with part 3. From what I've seen of those and what I've been able to sit and consciously watch without getting far too sleepy to intake anything, it seems like something that for its time was neat, had some kind of impact for people, and was like an interesting little piece of sci-fi.
Well,
And it's fine. That's the thing. It's fine. It's kind of neat, good at best, and then people blow that into like, you know, like, you know, I mean, I know they're owned by Disney now, but if we're talking pre-Disney,
Yeah.
the influence that had on people, like this deep immensity to it, and it's like, it's just Star Wars.
uh-huh.
It's Star Wars, it's fine, but it's just Star Wars.
Yeah.
And that's kind of been my read. It's just, yeah, it's a thing. It exists.
My favorite thing about George Lucas is he absolutely positively doesn't care about lore or anything those nerds like. Yeah, again, that's why I think that prequel trilogy is at least bad in an interesting way, as opposed to just bad.
But yeah, it is respectful how much he seemed to not give a fuck. Lucas was just like, roll the dice. I don't care. It was straight up the worst movie. Yeah. Yeah.
It's been long enough. Like, I literally have not watched those movies since I was a
fell
child.
asleep during it.
Alright, time to bring out the boy. Here is the boy.
Boy. Hello, boy. No, sorry, it's welcome. There he is.
I forgot 9 existed.
Honestly, I'd take all the heavy-handed political commentary they could serve up instead of whatever they're doing now.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what they're doing. As we all should. Yeah, I mean, it's such a thing. If you care about it, you really do. As for me and what intrigue I did find in the original ones that were kind of neat, it's like
Good job, Sora.
whatever I came for, it's not still here. Right now they are airing Boba Fett blasts his dick off. Great. You were talking about that recently,
No,
right?
because the Epic Games Store like launches automatically on the computer, and they always put up like Fortnite notifications about like stuff being added, and it's like Boba Fett is now available in this game, and it's like this character is literally only popular because he like froze Han, Solo, and Carbonite, and then he fucked off and died, and that's literally what the legacy of that character actually. And that's really funny
I
to
feel like
consider.
didn't he watch his dad's head fall off too?
No, that's the Fett from the prequel trilogy.
Oh, righto.
Yeah. In the original trilogy, Boba Fett is some fucking bounty hunter. He freezes Han Solo and Carbonite, and then he fucks off and dies.
And then became that massive cultural impact that he did over just
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, the legacy of one good armor design.
I believe it was actually confirmed that that's how like Vile for Mega Man X got his design too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It fit its way into so many different little areas. I was just like, okay, yeah, sure. This guy. The legacy of one good armor design.
Yeah, sometimes all you need is just a good fucking character design, and that'll take you miles.
Pretty fucked Mace Windu, but also Django, why did you bring your son to a battlefield?
Why'd you bring your son to war, Django?
Come on, son, watch me fuck a few people up. I got Here's the thing: when he holds up, when he holds spoilers for the old ass movie. When he holds up his father's head in the
the head doesn't fall out.
Yeah, I was all I could think was, and just rolls to his feet. I was just like, I mean, it's not caked in there with blood. It cauterizes the wound, so it should have just. And the fact that it didn't do that, it's like, okay, I don't need to see the rest of this film. This has already let me down. I was really into what The Last Jedi was doing, but then they did a full 180 and ran away from that.
At this point, it's just Star Wars talk, and it's like, sure. I don't have enough of an investment in Star Wars to actually...
It's this or like comic book discussion whenever, like, because I love watching the Pixel Mavericks, but I gotta say, when people start getting on comic book or movie talk, my brain usually goes, no, I'm just watching the game. Like, it's just like, I don't know what anyone is saying right now. Mm-hmm. This is an entire, like, empty void of knowledge for me. I don't know any of this.
Yeah.
And have nothing to say about it. You can't have your heroes all trapped on a ship, but also some of them just leave whenever they want. It's crazy how they mismanaged one of our biggest franchises in the world. Yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Ready? Go!
Shield break. Cool.
Yo, Owen then. Vivi likes the representation of that.
Yeah. Oh no, their attack power is high.
I have not. What game is that?
This is the one that ended up being Elite Beat Agents in the US.
Oh, righto. Okay,
Yeah.
we watched something where someone was talking about that.
No, I think it came up in discussion during one of our streams at some point.
Oh.
Yeah.
That too. I know I've heard someone else mention it. That's, I think, how it most recently popped into mind, but I was just like, oh, it sounds like I would really enjoy to play the original one. I need to get, you were saying too, we both need to get back to like learning some Japanese at some point.
Yeah.
Because I there's so much media I want to take in that isn't like patched, and I don't want to wait for it, and I could read manga when it comes out. Superpowers of knowing more languages.
Instead of having to wait for someone to translate it for you.
Yeah, you know, I like that idea.
Lapras. Need Lapras. Okay, so what are my... Which
Elite Beat Agents is still one of my favorite games ever. I love it. I hear it's really good. A lot of people love that one.
Yoshi is still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I haven't played it, but I should. Apparently, pro gamers use the open source Elite Beat Agents called OSU to warm up their fingies. That's it, fringes. Fingies. I like fingies. Would you trust a doctor? What if a surgeon said, alright, we're preparing you and I'm just gonna warm up my fingies here? I don't know if I trust you. You're talking like a child. I need to know that you're gonna be a professional. I'm not gonna go into like severe detail about what I was having done, but
no.
I had a doctor for whom I needed to look into something that was kind of a private matter, okay? Like kind of a sensitive thing. And their entire bit to lessen the severity of the situation was to talk and act very clownishly and like use really like childish metaphors and words, which didn't de-escalate the situation. It made it feel like, you know, there was this clown invading my healthcare. And it was like, I don't trust you. You don't sound like a professional. Stop goofing off and treat this like...
My name is Boba Fett. I pointed a gun at me dick and fired. Welcome to Jackass.
I pointed a gun at me dick. Are you ready, kids? Oh, pah! Anyway, Patchy shot his dick off.
I can't have kids anymore.
Finish it.
I can't. Here's the thing. Like, whenever I do things like that, I realize my, you know... just inability to like freestyle like joke about like, you know, in a musical way.
That's the weird thing. That's usually I'm usually good at that, and yet I'm also the person whose brain blanks most of the time. But I have a weird little skill set. Fishman. Ugh.
You don't like Fishman?
Fishman. Picture that in real life staring at you, huge.
It'd be pretty bad.
Yeah, that's ugh. Not for me. It's not for me. I'm not a fan.
I need to change my fighter.
Oh no.
Fine.
Oh no.
Ready to fight. Kirby.
Can't use Fox. Have to use Pikachu. Do I still have Captain Falcon, or is he dead? Captain Falcon's still alive. Okay, good. I hope that I would fucking pray to God that Captain Falcon is still alive, because that is one of my best characters.
Yeah. Also, Jay, who cares about Boba Fett? We now have Cobra Kai. Who cares about that either?
Again, these are all things that just make my eyes glaze over. Like, I literally may as well, like... You may as well be playing, like, baby sensory videos where I'm just like, I don't know. Fair. Like, that's the reason why I kind of also hate Fortnite, despite Fortnite being my, at this point, go-to, like, hang out with friends game, is because, like, it's just nothing but that.
I thought Jay was like, you might as well watch The Boss Baby. That's where I thought she was going too.
Wait, why did you think that's what I was going to?
Well, just you were mentioning the baby sensory videos. And
Oh, no. No.
I was kind of hyped despite myself for the rumored Matrix skins, but they ended up not happening. Aww. Cowards.
They'll probably happen at some point or another. When they put out the second new Matrix movie, they'll probably do that.
Just emotes and a glider. Oh man. Just emotes and a glider. Oh man.
The glider is pretty funny. You have one of those sentinels, like, carry you down to the battlefield.
Oh, that is cute.
They even have, like, the sound effect and everything for it.
That is pretty neat.
Just murder this fucking Squirtle. Something fucked up about seeing Captain Falcon do that to someone.
Squirrel. Oh man.
Captain Falcon punches dogs.
Square up. Oh my gosh. The glider was one of the free gifts in the holiday event, so after you opened it up, it's just a sentinel hanging out in a cozy festive cabin. Mm-hmm. It's awesome.
Alright, what's this new one here? Meat Gunner.
You beat me, Gunner! SpongeBob! You're burning me money! Anyway, it's enough of that forever.
Jigglypuff, still on the list, yeah.
Still got it. You can still puff that jiggle. That sounded dirty. Yeah, it was hanging with Santa. Santa loves the robots and thinks you should be plugged in.
Santa wants to turn you into a AA battery.
Ready? Go!
The thing about Fortnite is if we're headed to a future where all art is a contextless content slurry, it should at least be silly, and Fortnite does that. That is fair. I would love to see Goku with a gun, you know?
It does do that, but I don't know. I feel like there ends up being some essential, like loss of humanity in it. I don't know how to describe it. That's not the right words. But it's something like that. Like, you are still kind of selling your soul, even if it's a weird culture slurry.
South says the xenomorph dabbing and dancing is inherently funny. It is wacky. It's the kind of thing that, like, I would find funnier from, like, rando fans than I do from a corporation using them to do wacky shit.
Sure. Well, I think that kind of ends up being part of it for me, is that they're kind of just taking the dumb shit that people were already kind of doing on the internet and just commodifying it.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it is for me.
So you're saying it's kind of like the pop figurines did to the vinyl toy scene?
That's not a good parallel for me.
Does anyone who knows what I'm talking about understand what I'm saying?
No, yeah, Sass, that is kind of the point that I'm making. Like, it's not literally about just that, but like, no, yeah, you can marvel at the rot without having to buy into the actual commodification of it. And I think that's what it is about Fortnite, that even though it is fucking stupid and I enjoy hanging out with my friends in it, it still feels bad.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would rather that someone make a gif of Thanos twerking with, like, the text, my wife left me on it, without it being tied to a video game where you buy that skin.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know?
That is a fair take.
Because that just seems like the kind of thing that people would make regardless of it being in that game or not.
Also, Dusty, I still need to see that Matrix film, but that totally sounds like something the Wachowskis would do. I always felt like those films were very aware about, like, their goofier ends of things. Like, there's a certain amount of, like, just kind of meta-narrative put into them that I find to be quite fascinating. I feel like there's an awareness about everything, and even kind of the goofiness of certain aspects of it. It's self-aware work without winking at the camera going, you know, too hard.
But yeah, so that's my take on it, is you can marvel at the rot without buying into the commodification of it, and that's what grosses me out about Fortnite.
That's fair. Old man Lobber. He's got a lob stuff. They call him the lobster. He spilled your beans.
That's the wrong movie. That's the wrong movie, Bree.
Well, you were talking about the lobber, so I said he's a lobster, and then I thought,
But that's not.
I'm not.
The lobster. The lobster is the one where you get turned into an animal if you don't find a partner after long enough.
I'm
the one
referring
that you're
to the
thinking
phrase,
of is.
I thought you liked me, lobster.
Okay, got it.
Like, the fucking.
You're thinking of a different movie with Willem. No, Robert. No, Robert Pattinson.
I was referencing one movie. Oh my god!
I'm getting everything. Speaking of culture turning into a fucking slurry in my brain, I had like 3 movies just get combined at the same time.
Calling out your wife over here.
To be fair, most of the things in Fortnite are already AAA media machines, so I don't feel as bad. Like, I am not mourning the loss of art over Terminator. Well, no, this isn't... What I'm getting across isn't so much, like, you know, that they're already... That, like, I feel bad for the AAA media machines. It's that I would rather see the rot not tied already to those things. I want to see the rot... like, detached from it. Like, I want to see, like you joked about, Sass, I want to see the rot in the form of people having VR sex with these characters. I want to see the rot in the form of, like, just, like, I'm sorry, John, or something like that. That it's, like, these purely, like, niche, like, art projects that people are making on their own. Not something that is, like, directly tied to and sponsored by, like, those franchises that exist. Like Evie says, a more grassroots rot. Yeah, sure, it's disgusting, but the Garfield fight stick is what I'm talking about. Like, there's something fascinating about that someone would bother to make something like that, and you're not going to get that in Fortnite. At best, you get Garfield shooting a gun, which, kind of funny.
He doesn't like Mondays.
But not as funny as a Garfield fight stick where the stick is his penis.
It's pretty out there.
So that's what I'm talking about when I talk about these things. Oh, it wasn't his penis? Whatever, I've never actually seen it. I'm just guessing that that's what it was.
Some rather strong opinions about something you haven't seen. But I get what you're saying, though. Your case is valid. Oh, Jay, you can't imagine what it is, says Sass.
I'm sure I can't.
Was it? I don't want to know.
Activities, don't care about activities.
Don't care about activities. Don't give a shit about activities.
Launch unflinching charge smash.
There you go.
Double final smash, that's fine. Sprinting endurance.
Oh, I need to stop being freaking sleepy mode.
Sure.
Learned. That's the slamming of Beretta book. Slam on the table. Learned.
Also, don't link the Garfield fight stick. I'm not going to look at it right now during the stream.
I might. I'm curious now.
I don't need to take that psychic damage at this exact moment. Bowser is still okay, right?
Oh, yeah, you still got those.
Okay, Sass linked it for you.
Oh, okay, here, I'll pull it up here. Gotta find our dashboard.
Not safe for work. Don't click.
Yeah. Let's take a look here. Wow. Fucking wow. That's... Oh man, that's terrible. That's the worst thing. That's not the worst thing I've seen, but that's the worst thing I've seen in day. Oh my god.
I looked at it and was nonplussed.
That's just... That's the thing. It's not even like...
It's not even the worst thing that you could see.
It's not
like,
profoundly shocking, and there's something insulting about that. Like, you made me look at this. You know, I asked for it in this case, but like...
Yep.
When someone posts that, when
like,
someone posts it, when someone made that available to people and showed it off, I'm imagining, like, you know, the absorbing of that kind of thing being like, well... This, like, that's the thing, it's not even trying to be the most shocking thing in the world, and we're all desensitized, so it's just, really, dude? Is this the fight stick you made? Why? It's more why than how, you know? One of those things. Oh my god.
I'm gonna beat up Rick.
Okay. Rick Sanchez?
Sure.
You killed him once.
I sure did. I blew his fucking head off.
Hell yeah. On stream, nonetheless.
Do I not have resistance to ice floor yet?
Kirby's fun.
Yes. Kirby music is fun.
I don't know how to play a flute. There's a flautist out there watching us going, no.
Oh god.
I don't buy it. She's doing it wrong. I like to believe there's at least one person who plays the flute who watches us, even if they're not in chat. You know, if they just put us on while they're cooking, you know. I'm like, oh, I like these two, they're fun. Taking a break from playing my flute to make dinner. I think it's the 5th time I had to share this fight stick. I think the brain auto-blocks it out and forgets it happened. By the way, which
what
fight
does that
stick?
say about you, Sass? That you are so always ready to share that with people.
Sass has the bravery to take on obscure media that most of us can't even fathom, and there's something respectable about that. I won't shame her
No,
for
I
it.
know it's from Giant Bomb. I know it is, Sass. but you're the one that's sharing it. You don't have to do that. You don't have a responsibility to do that, but you do it anyways. In a sense, you do in fact have to take credit for it. I understand that it's absurd, but you still choose to do it.
What a weird stream this has been.
This has been a very weird stream.
We spent the first hour naming a theoretical dog. We spent the second one arguing media. And now we're on to talking about that fight stick, which, my goodness. This has been a wacky one and I love it. Oh my gosh. Okay. You got this, hon.
I went to go make hot dogs. Are we still talking about the commodification of art?
A little bit, but I think we're starting to tail off.
Yes and no.
Sass is merely the vessel through which the Garfield fight stick flows.
Like...
the garfification of sticks.
Sass, all of these things that you tell people about, these are all choices that you are making. The noozles are not a thing that anyone else knows about. You don't have to tell people about the noozles. You can in fact not do it.
Sass says bull.
That's not bull. That is truth.
She is being held down and forced to send these to people.
People do not know the noozles. I don't know the noozles.
Evie says, I disagree. People need to know. We got some conflicting opinions in the chat, Trey.
Fuck. I'm put 1 SD down for Bowser.
Righto. This is a dialectic. We gotta...
Sass. Sass. Just because something was on TV does not mean that everyone was aware of it. That's not how it works.
Most of this
There are so many forgotten sitcoms that existed at some point in time that nobody fucking remembers, but they were on TV. That doesn't mean that people remember it. It's not how it works.
Especially a lot of the one-offs and stuff that just kind of happened and then immediately disappeared, but then those are more often found through just found footage stuff. You know, things like Duckula and Friends and things no one ever actually watched. There we go. One more. Get him. Hit that pit.
That's not how it works. I can make that argument as well.
Yeah, that 80s show, exactly. I think everyone heard about that by hearing that it was a bad idea that got canceled, more so than sat down excitedly to watch it. The actor who played Dennis was a lead on that. Oh, plays a lead on that. Huh. That's interesting.
Hider over there.
I hear the show that he's on now, he's doing a little bit better.
Who?
Oh, the actor that plays Dennis?
What show is he on now?
I'm assuming that we're talking about Always Sunny. Are we not?
Oh, I mean, maybe. I don't know. If
You're just pre-laughing at me. You're just like, can't wait to rub it in my... Yup, see? But you're just like, oh, I can't wait to rub it in my wife's face.
I'm gonna...
Look at her paying attention to chat. I'm gonna make her look like a real dummy.
I'm gonna leave.
Oh, come back. Oh man, this has been great. You getting some water, hon?
I need to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay.
Actually,
Jay will be right back.
to be honest, I do just need to do that.
Okay. Well, you go ahead. I'll talk with chat. Hey, chat. How's it going? Hope things are well with y'all. It's so far it's been a real fun New Year's Eve for us. We're having a fun little time here. pecking away at the world of light. The Nuzlocke. It's Jay is giving it her all. We've only lost 10.5 battlers, but you know, there's a wide roster in this game, and I think she's gonna get through it. I think one way or another, probably with a very goofy character, that Jay is going to destroy the final boss, and we're gonna do real well. I think it's gonna be fine. I believe in her. I just do. The 3 guys on that show are putting out a podcast. It's fine, pretty much what you would expect. Yeah, like when I think about what it would be, it's about what one would expect it to be, which if it is that, then I can probably save time and not delve into it. But that's neat. It's good for them. Glad. I'm sure there's people for whom it's like a little bit more fascinating. Hello.
Hello.
She's back.
I put the Noozles OP on the Discord. I'm not going to watch the Noozles OP!
I don't know why, but I got like Rupert the Bear, the US Nick Jr. variant of the intro stuck in my head out of fucking nowhere.
What are you talking about?
Like a month ago, and I was like, where the hell did this come from? And why?
What are you even talking about?
Again, one of those kind of mildly obscure media things that we saw when we were like 4 and just shoots to the frontal cortex, and you're like, why? What even brought this about and why? Apparently the actor is exactly like that in real life. One good note is if you remember Charlie and
Fighters'
Frank's
characters
Landlord.
are now Noozles. Noozles aired on Nick at 1 p.m. for years.
Really?
Okay. Oh, fuck.
Oh my goodness!
Hi!
Hey!
Hi, everyone!
Welcome!
Welcome to the stream where we're discussing the commodification of art.
At least we were.
And cursed Garfield fight sticks. Hi, everyone.
Welcome! And hey, how was the stream, Barley? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you. It's been a while.
We're still plugging away at this Nuzlocke.
Barley Bap, do you know the Noozles?
We're having an argument over here. Oh my gosh. Ramblin' evil mushroom, it's time.
Happy to have you here. How was your stream on the end of things?
Apparently it has been. Was glad to get the chance to raid you again. Yeah, we appreciate it. The Noozles, I feel like I should. Oh, she might know. This might be an argument against your take, hon. Happy New Year. Yeah. Happy New Year to y'all. Happy New Year to you as well.
Happy New Year, everyone.
And anyone who might be stumbling in, welcome and happy New Year to you as well. Yes, this has been an interesting stream. What can I say? Here we've been on so many topics. We spent the first hour theoretically naming a dog. So, you know, it's been...
We spent the first hour theoretically naming a dog. Then we spent the second hour talking about the commodification of art. Then we spent the third hour talking about a fight stick where John Arbuckle is having sex with Garfield. And that's how my day has been so far.
Your day has been this stream. And yeah, so a lot of conversation going on.
Yeah, happy to have y'all here.
Indeed.
Sheik is still alive.
Yeah, you still got Sheik. We can still do this. We can still use Sheik. May not have seen the Noozles, but after watching the opening, I know that I have seen more Noozles than Jay. That's true. That's absolutely true.
I can't take that away from you. That is a factual thing that you have over me. Is you have indeed watched more of the Noozles than I have.
And since no one can actually, like, force Jay to watch it, that will probably continue to be true. Without you having to do really anything else. Wow, that was quick. You just threw him off the playing field and you were done. That's masterful. I love that.
That's my favorite way of winning sometimes is just when I toss them off the screen and win.
Dusty says, I have watched a lot of Noozles related media and that the director of Macross and Low also worked on Noozles. I couldn't have told you that.
Weird.
Jay, the opening is them saying Noozles over and over again. Really? Is that what the kids show opening is? I could never have guessed.
Good, I don't need to watch the Noozles then.
I do know the Nuzlocke. I just googled it and I remember this. Barley knows. We're in good company. I told you, Jay. The Sass? Well... No, it's okay, Dusty. This is funny. I want to see where this goes.
Who's still alive?
No, keep going. We still have at least half an hour.
No, I'm asking who's still alive. I'm trying to keep it going.
Oh, I thought you were asking who's still alive. I thought you wanted us to raid and leave. So, you know, yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, you still have well, it's more like who's dead right now. Like, you can't...
I mean, I think I've
songs.
burned through like half of my roster.
All
it's
right,
not...
well...
Jay leaves a Nuzlocke defeat.
Welcome to the Nuzlocke.
Just because a single person in this chat room, aside from you, Sass, has watched the Nuzlocke, does not validate your argument that everyone knows the Nuzlocke.
I love this.
I am not holding that L, in fact. I will continue to put my foot down.
This conversation is great. Oh man, I love this.
Stamina battle, reinforcements will appear.
By the way, Nuzlocke is just an Australian-based anime for children.
Reinforcements will appear after an enemy's KO, defeat an army of enemies.
It seems like a koala variant of Hamtaro, from what I can collect of what I'm hearing about it. It's just
Okay,
kind
then
of
I don't need to watch the Nuzlocke.
you know. Nuzlocke wasn't familiar, to be honest, just looked it up, and I do seem to remember it playing way back on early Nickelodeon, I think. Right now. And also, welcome, Beelzebub Lives.
Yeah. Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, everyone is fucking me up right now.
The one for me, the one like Nick Jr.-esque show that I brought up earlier, I don't know if y'all had shown up yet, but I was talking about like getting the theme to Rupert stuck in my head. That was a real throwback for me. It was just in the middle of like work or something, just frontal cortex, suddenly childhood brain memory. I was like, okay, this, I remember more of this song than I should. Why do I remember this? Why is this taking up the math portion of my brain? It's just there. It just does not go away. Of course, no worries. Welcome. Good to have you.
Okay, a little bit longer.
How you holding up, Jay? I've been paying more attention to chat than your gameplay. Are you feeling confident?
Oh yeah, I fucking killed it.
Brilliant. Very well done. You don't need math. It is now replaced to the opening of Nuzlocke and Gem and the hologram.
No! Don't do that to yourself! Stop doing that to yourself! There's better things for you to do in your life.
But reading philosophy is sad. Watching Nuzlocke's good.
You don't have to read philosophy. You could just learn Japanese. You could go and learn a new hobby. You could spend your brain points on anything that's not the Nuzlocke or Gem and the holograms.
Or they could use their freedom of choice to know about those things. And I'm not going to judge anyone for that.
Citation needed.
Learn Japanese by doing a new translation of the Nuzlocke. Then people in Japan can know the glory that was that show. There you go. That's perfect. Sharing some of that magical, wonderful stuff. I think we're gonna break her. You gonna be okay, hon?
Mr. Game & Watch.
The absurdity getting to you?
I'm having trouble keeping up, yeah.
Aw. No, the show is from Japan. It was edited for the US. Oh, so you could already read it in Japanese if you want. There you go. Exciting adventures, fashion, and fame. Once you're a gem girl, you're never the same.
This means nothing to me.
It's okay, hon. There's plenty of media that I don't remember. Bring back fan subs for the Nuzlocke. Man, remember having to look up the Nuzels without, like, proper translations? And we had to, like, go to these, like, third-party sites. And, like, they didn't translate it right. And, like, there was entire major arcs where, like, context was needed to understand the
being
comic.
a fucking fan sub elitist for the Nuzels.
Yes, that's the joke, Jay. I'm doing a joke.
I am losing my mind right now, and everyone is doing their best to ensure that I do in fact do that. None of you are going to break me. I refuse to let that happen. This is not how I am going into 2022.
Happy
being
New
brought
Year's.
down by the fucking Nuzels.
You would know a joke, Jay, if you watched the Nuzels.
I'm gonna continue to be anti-comedy here.
The real fan subs where you actually have to translate stuff instead of just editing Crunchyroll rips. Yeah, you know. Oh, gosh.
Oh god, okay, so Pit and Snake are both dead. Oh god, Diddy Kong. I suck with Diddy Kong so much.
And then there's Diddy. He's dead.
He's gonna be dead, probably.
He's about to. He's gonna feel the pain. He's about to go bananas. I'm not trying to break you, Jay. I'm just speaking my truth, and the truth is gem rocks. Anti-comedy truly are a rare substance on this channel. Yeah.
Yes.
Usually we're pro-comedy. I don't know. I don't know. You'll be fine, Jay. He's one tough Kong. Diddy, he brings it, you know?
The way you parse that out made it sound like you're emphasizing the one instead of just a tough Kong. I have to defeat Big Slappy now.
Well, I mean, I attribute that to my own general brain DK, Donkey Kong. DK, Donkey Kong is here. Is this a Toki? Yes, this is Diddy Toki.
Shit!
He's one or perhaps more tough Kongs.
It's fine. I'm not good with Diddy Kong. Lucas is still alive. Yeah. Okay. Good.
That is true. Desperately trying to change the subject. What do we have here, Dusty? Let's see. Oh, yo! I love that. Just with the shrimp on the head. Oh, I want deep fried shrimp now.
My head hurts.
Look at this.
I see.
Just putting her in random places. I like the one with the stars. That one's cute. In the kitchen. At the bar. These are really cute. I like this. Nice little palette cleanser. I feel like the one where she's like superimposed over the stars, I feel like that's me when I'm like really high and I have the snack of my choice. It's just like, yeah, I'm vibing to this. This is perfect. In fact, I'm gonna save this image for later. I might mess around with that at some point.
God, fucking stop it, Donkey Kong.
What's he doing? Is Donkey Kong being a jerk?
He kinda is, yeah. He has a power that lets him just do damage when he dashes at me, and it's very annoying.
Anything can be a hat if you try. Was that the context that caused this? Because if so, I love
No! Lucas!
Oh, no. Did you lose Lucas?
Well, it makes sense
Well,
that Lucas died. Especially in that outfit I was wearing. Spoilers.
I'm sorry,
Omar's-
Blondie.
Omar's alive. Okay.
Alright, let's do it.
Blood.
Yeah. This is gonna be really heartbreaking when the stream ends with me fucking losing all my fighters.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough. With you looking up to the castle and seeing that there are only a few more soldiers that you need to send to their death to get up to your dream. I just watched Berserk. Didn't like that ending. Did not like that ending. Did not. I understand why a lot of people were like, huh?
Just generally befuddled by the end of
Yeah.
that show.
That's It's a real downer.
It's a real downer that has no release whatsoever.
Yeah, just nothing.
There.
I pulled up Twitter and I'm currently looking at Owen IRL's pain or injury graph, as it were.
Poor Owen.
Oh. Well.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a shame there's no Berserk beyond the end of the 1997 anime. No, I mean, that's the thing. We have the manga, so I'm gonna read forward and see all these cool character arcs I've been hearing about, where it's like,
the joke is that there is anime beyond it.
Oh.
But it's not good anime.
You mentioned they were messing around with CG before they could do great stuff with it.
Or at the very least, the studio that was handling the CG was not doing a good job of it.
Fair enough. You hate to see it happen, you do.
Mm-hmm. Okay, let me get that. Snacks. Large.
Those are my favorite kind.
Yeah? You enjoy a snack of the large variety?
Of the large variety, I do. Yes, a fine snack. Big.
Ready? Go!
Let's see here. Apparently in the new TV show, they spent just way too much time on pre-production. You can find the movie remakes now with more on-screen sex and guts with pubic hair.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bad time management on a studio scale. Yeah, that always becomes like the death of something.
That's exactly what I've always wanted. Guts with pubic hair.
Yeah, you see in these parts of the manga, you're like, you know what this needs? This Guts guy. He needs more pubic hair. That's what it is. That's what's missing. Let's do a little. Let's do that. Those movies are apparently pretty okay, says Dusty.
That's from what I understand. But like again, you have the 97 anime. You basically get the same thing, except with less of the supernatural stuff in it.
Sas says, look, male pubic hair in anime is limited. Here's the thing, it's pubic hair in general is pretty limited in anime. Unless it is just porn.
Let's stop talking about pubic hair.
That's a good idea.
That's one of those hard pivots I'm gonna make off of that.
Absolutely fair.
Off of that. Just gonna insist on that.
Fair enough. Well.
Aww, that's adorable.
Let me translate this tweet. When I turned to the front, I was surprised at how cute it was. Yeah, that's... Aww. Corgi. I miss my corgi. We gotta get another dog.
No, we do.
We're gonna get a dog
and
this
everything
year.
is coming full circle in here. Hey, there's your dinosaur friend from fucking Star Fox Adventures.
I never played Adventures. Love that manga, have not caught up since it came off hiatus. Rest in peace, Manglobe.
That's the animation that handled gangsta.
Righto. Okay.
Let's wind everything down from the highs we were reaching.
It's
there.
tricky. Tricky.
It's trying to rock around and rock around. It's right on time. It's rocking around and rock around.
Anywho. Alright. You're... Okay, I for a minute I had to be like, which one are you? Right, you're Link. You're Toon Link. I don't know why I thought you were Yoshi for a minute. It clearly says CPU. Okay. And Dunzo. Nope. There he goes.
Now it's done so.
Very good. Woo! Parts of
You're just finding anything to fill the time right now.
I wanted to read the things, but there's no time.
Right. That. I'm trying to remember how it is that this guy to go where he has to go. Right, it's not from that angle.
Where are we trying to send him?
You want to get him onto like a hill, basically.
Right.
because he just kind of flies around doing nothing until you do that.
I got you.
Oh, I forgot to change off of Link.
Oh no.
Oops.
Moly! That's the big Pikachu.
The fat Pikachu.
Yeah. That good old Gen 1.
I love having good aim.
That was good. I applaud that.
I like just do every single time I throw an item and it hits the enemy, I could just like see the slow motion gif of like the math going over my head of like
Working out that trajectory.
then go up. No, not gonna go up. Okay.
Straight to hell.
Where are you going? Are you going over there?
Dragon's got them little chicken feet. Kind of kicking around the dirt. Anyway. That's what I think when I see dragons.
Is Villager alive? Yeah.
Villager is still alive. You can
Okay.
still use Villager.
Oh, thank you for helping me keep track of all these things, Bree.
Of course, happy to help.
Because I certainly would not remember any of this. Pooch. There.
Wow.
I beat the bricks off him with a fucking turnip.
You did. Moosh.
Oh my god. I love Smash.
It is a
I love-
fun, goofy little game.
I love Smash Ultimate so much. Which way do I need to approach you to get you going the right way? So, that sends you up there. I think when I went up that way last time, that's that.
Oh,
I probably need to go from under, I think.
sure.
So, go down here.
You could just climb under him, take a knife, and like,
Not quite.
just take him out like that.
No. Rathalos has very strong, strong scales on him.
Oh. So we gotta get him in like in the eye.
There you go.
Oh yeah.
And that's where I have to fight him at.
Got you. He's angry.
It's a whole Monster Hunter thing. Like, oftentimes you kind of end up, like, running around the map trying to, like, take out the monsters you're hunting. And the reason that Rathalos is a boss is because he's, like, the strongest monster in that game, I think, more or less.
Oh, righto.
I think. I could be completely wrong. I don't have a good working knowledge of Monster Hunter.
Fair enough. I know very little about that and Monster Rancher, and for the longest time thought that it was the same thing. So whenever people would talk about Monster Hunter, I was just like, man, this monster game that I've never played sounds really metal. This is crazy. This, I didn't know. And then like I saw what they're talking about, I'm like, oh, that's a different. I'm thinking of the other thing. That's why.
The cover monster for Monster Hunter. Got it.
Rathalos is like the cover monster
just
for
read
Monster
that.
Hunter. Oh, okay.
Also, no, I'm not going to watch the Monster Hunter movie.
Oh,
I'm good.
come on.
It's not a good movie.
Yeah, if we want to watch a good movie, like all the Mortal Kombat movies, those were
Coincidentally directed by the same man.
that's
Or at least the first
Fascinating.
Mortal Kombat movie is the same as the Monster Hunter director.
I want more foam puppets. The first Mortal
There
Kombat
we go.
movie is good fun. It is. We rewatched that somewhat recently, and I
It was,
recall
like,
enjoying
earlier
it.
this year. We were
Yeah.
still in Phoenix at that point.
Really?
Johnny Cage punches a puppet in the dick.
It's pretty great.
Yes, that does happen. Okay. So now I have to do this with Wii Fighter. Or the, Wii Trainer. And hiccup. Excuse me. I hear the recent one is thoroughly okay. That sounds like it would be about right.
That tracks. Somewhere between that and terrible would be my guess, so it's within the range.
And then now we cycle back into the commodification of everything.
It's
where
amazing how we cycle.
Where it's like that movie is just, you know, probably part of the same kind of general soup that most AAA movies are nowadays.
It happens. I miss the bad film bunker. Yeah,
I do too. Here's the thing, I wanted to watch 8 Crazy Nights for Bad Film Bunker, it's just the timing didn't really work out for it. We had other stuff we wanted to do, people had Christmas stuff they wanted to do.
We need to get back on top of it. And again, something that we plan on doing next year with like new hours is we're gonna be able to probably have more time to do stuff with the streaming, and that's gonna be really good because we miss it as well. And we want to. I was realizing as well how long it's been since we did any bad film stuff, and I'm just like, man, we gotta get back on it. Hey, no, that's called Space Jam 2.
Aw, oh, come on.
Whoa.
Hey, Wheel Baron. Welcome to the stream. Oh, God.
Hey, welcome.
Damn it. Keep missing the nut. Keep missing the nut. Fuck.
You gotta get that nut. Get him. Get him in the face.
Yeah, I hope your New Year is treating you well, too.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, I am missing every good chance I have in this fight. Fucking... Damn it. Alright, what are you doing? Okay, good. Give me a chance to do some fucking damage on this dude.
She fucks an opponent up and, like, criticizes their yoga. Like, that's a power move.
Okay. Now I'm getting texts again. Okay.
We should be able to play as Rathalos. That should give us that power.
You basically get that by playing as, like, Sephiroth, though.
Oh, righto.
Like, they essentially gave you a boss character with that.
Rathalos!
Rathalos! Da-da-da-da! Ah-hee-ho! Ah-hee-ho!
Alright, and... Stonehenge!
I think at this point I can fight that thing.
You wanna?
Maybe. Yeah. The thing is just gonna be getting up to it is gonna be a little bit difficult. The shield protecting Galeem is gone!
Whoa.
Let's do this.
Alrighty.
It's now 2022 where I live, and finally, I get to eat dinner. Also, now
Yay.
Sass is playing Fortnite.
Oh.
Enjoy the Fortnite, Sass.
Yes.
Also, Happy New Year.
Yes. Happy New Year.
I am not.
Well.
I don't know, it's saying that you are. What do I believe? What the Switch tells me, or what do you say?
You don't have to believe anything I tell you. Bad joke. Anywho. And I have a name.
Okay, let's get back on the Lapras here.
Swim, swim.
Swim. Oh my god. Yeah, there's a fighter here that I still haven't unlocked.
Oh yeah.
Who do I have available to me now? Yeah, so after... Can't use Pac-Man. Oh god, Shulk. I have no fucking idea what I'm doing with Shulk.
You're not really feeling it?
It's not so much that I'm not feeling it, I just don't know what I'm doing, except that I'm going to play a shirtless Shulk.
Righto.
Every time I will play a Shulk in swimming trunks, just because it's funny.
Yeah, any chance to whip out those man
I
nips.
thought you were gonna say something very different.
And anyway, any excuse to, you know. There is no other way to play a Shulk.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
True. It's the same with Sephiroth. You gotta go shirts off.
Oh god.
Ooh, fuck that bird up. I'm really feeling it! Not even in his proper game. I'm feeling out of my element!
Get over here,
Alrighty.
Charizard.
Hey, buddy.
Oh god.
Oh no.
she fish hooked me.
Yeah, she just pocketed you. The S in Sephiroth stands for shirtless.
Cool. Right, cannon. Yeah. There. Yeah.
Shirtless
here.
evil person himbo am really overly
Finish it. You're gonna finish the joke.
overly tired.
Don't say himbo again. You already used himbo.
Heh. Huh. Pretty overly tired, huh? Yeah, that's the closest I'm gonna get. Harold. S. Efroth.
Okay. Who do I got now?
You.
Now I switch off you. Simon.
Still got Simon.
Simon do I like to play as? I guess that's probably the one.
That should do. Be Red Simon.
You red Simon.
Gentleman
Alright.
Bowser.
Oh yeah, I'm spirited. That's there we go. What am I gonna do if I'm at a spiritual advantage or disadvantage?
I don't know.
How will I fight back?
Without much spirit? I don't know. Just blob them off stage as you do. I think you'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. I think you got this.
Come on, get over here.
Well, there you go. Well done.
It just works. It just works.
Yeah, see, it really does work.
Okay, Pokemon Trainer. I'll unlock Pokemon Trainer. That's a good one to have.
Vampire Killer intensifies. Ready to
Do I
fight.
still have Piranha Plant or no?
No, he's dead.
Damn it. Alright, time to look cool.
Alright.
Looking cool? Let's do it. Time to look cool, Joker! It's all I can really think about when I think about Persona 5 now. Looking cool, Joker!
He's like, looking cool, Joker! And then you have like 2 dialogue boxes. I'm going to bed. I'm really feeling it. Okay. Go to sleep, Joker. You don't have free will yet. You're still in the first portion of the game. Go to bed. Go to your bedroom and take a sleep.
Oh, fuck off. Keep switching before I can get my combo.
Oh.
I guess it's not a true combo. Hey, Magumbo!
Hey,
welcome to the
welcome.
stream. Don't die.
Get him, Squirtle.
Oh, okay. Time to end the fight.
Yes, indeed. It's good to have you back. Jay is still adamantly World of Lighting. World of Lighting sounds like a lamp shop, and I want to go visit it. Find something new for, like, our table, you know? Maybe some nightstand lamps, I don't know.
Get fucked, Venusaur.
Boom.
World of Light sounds like a Final Fantasy 14 thing. It does.
It does. Does have that
2022
quality.
opening with a plumb. With what? What? Next Xbox achievement list for GoldenEye 07, 007 has popped up. Huh.
Eh,
Okay.
that's cool.
Interesting. I am Gato, I have big
No, it's I am Gato and I've got metal joints. Beat me up and win 15 silver points. Oh, I lost the battle, it seems you've won. Here's your silver points, now wouldn't you say that was fun?
Thank you, Bree.
And that's the beginning of Chrono Trigger.
Choo-choo!
Chugga chugga. Thank you for the song, you're welcome. I am, if nothing else, a songbird.
You're if nothing else an entertainer.
Yeah, I do put on that show. I think that's what we were talking about earlier. I am very much the E-clown to your just kind of casual streamer.
Yeah, I'm the person that just kind of chills out and is like, yeah, I'm playing a game.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to watch me play this video game, you're welcome to join me as I do so. It's a very interesting energy to smash together.
Yeah. But it works, you know? It's one of those things where it's like, as a duo, we balance each other out. We're not two, like, front-page Twitch annoying, pogger-facing, screaming people, but also we're not both too silent to really, like... Wow.
Called it.
Nice. For reference, Rare made a full remake of GoldenEye for the 360 that got canned at like 95% completion due to rights issues. Oh.
Now we know what that might be for.
Interesting.
See, I didn't know about that one. I just kind of assumed that they were just doing a remake or re-release. Didn't think that it was maybe somehow linked to that, so that's interesting.
That is fascinating. So maybe they'll finally make it?
Maybe. Maybe they'll finish it off.
Phil Spencer holding true to his word of keeping the classics alive.
I forgot to change my fighter.
Oh no! Wow.
My aim is true.
You just threw a bomb in Pikachu's face.
I killed the rat. Never stood a fucking chance.
Just knocked his lights out. Knocked his whole world of lights out.
I do have to fight Cammy. I have available. Yeah.
Mouser, a real chump.
Freaking ability. Improved escape. Strong throw. Yeah, sure.
Is breaking ability your ability to break dance?
No. You wish. But no, it is not.
Little stat that says B-boy pops up, you've got like a new bar. Eventually you'll be able to spin on your head, and that's like some good stuff.
Wait for it to load. There we go.
Oh.
It's the Final Fantasy X Sphere Grid. Mm-hmm. This time in Smash Brothers form. Okay, so enemies' kicks and knee strikes have increased power, stamina battle. Alright, not really a Smash Bros. Guy, so this is bonkers to me.
That's fair. I don't know anything about these runs either. I occasionally play versus and get mad. That's my full knowledge on this game.
I have played at this point probably 300 at least plus hours of this video game.
You're a fan.
I like Smash Ultimate a whole lot.
You get into like the actual fighting game mechanics. You watch videos on the hitboxes.
I do not watch videos on the hitboxes.
Videos that talk about them.
I watch video games that talk about, like, you know, just general competitive, like, stuff for this game. I'm not, like, looking up actual frame data. Not a nerd.
You know that's false, right?
Yes, I do. I'm being facetious. What a concept. Jay, on this channel, being facetious.
Nintendo keeps Sakurai chained to the fighting game ball, and he will do everything in his power to build a completely different genre.
There. Got it.
And Godspeed, Wafidi. I hope that he continues to do so.
No, I want Sakurai to get a break from making Smash games.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that, you know, gets a different... builds a different genre.
Well... okay, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm interpreting that sentence differently.
Oh, okay.
Like, he built an entirely new genre of, like, competitive fighting games,
Oh,
essentially.
okay. Righto. So you're saying,
It's
like,
more,
free him from the thing
That's how I
entirely.
interpreted what Wafidi said.
Righto, that's probably the correct way.
I don't know.
I'm just
Maybe
saying,
it's the
yeah.
wrong way.
I don't know.
I could be wrong. It is okay for me to be wrong.
It is. This may shock you, Jay.
Yes.
I've been incorrect before. I know, it seems impossible, but it does happen. It happens to all of us, and really, you know, perfection is one of those things that in striving for it, because we have, you know, we have greater taste than we do skill when beginning with something, you know, as we develop, we need to get past the curse of perfection and just create, just make things and bring them into the world. What was I talking about?
No clue.
Where am I? What's my name?
Your name is Brianna.
Oh, thank you. That's a cute name. I'm glad. Good to know.
I will never be correct, and that is a promise.
That I
It's
like your
not just
attitude.
a promise, it's a threat. Min Min is from ARMS, which was like a Switch launch title. That did not, that wasn't, it was mildly successful. I would not say it was very successful.
I don't hear much about it now, I'll say
Yeah.
that. Brawl also had the trophy collecting shooter.
No, not Project ARMS. I mean, the game was called ARMS.
And it was just a bunch of people throwing arms.
Pretty much.
You want to throw arms? Let's go.
It was a fighting game, but with wacky, wavy, inflatable, flailing arm tube men, essentially.
That sounds about right. What I meant was Subspace Emissary was a Kirby game with story structured like Final Fantasy that is breaking the standard fighter gauntlet into nodes and an action adventure.
So, kind of what I was saying.
Righto.
Not 100% what I was saying, but closer to that. than
I
what
prefer
you were
min-max
going for.
myself. I like that. No idea about what Smash brought to the not fighter table, never played it. Yeah, Smash is okay.
Smash is fun.
Yeah,
I like Smash a whole lot.
it's a good time.
And now we're on to Byleth. Sure, that's my right one. There she is.
I feel like this is a much more fascinating game with all the items turned off.
Sure.
Like, now whenever I'm playing with other people and I go, oh right, they don't all turn this stuff off and turned it into absolute one on another person's skill. Like, it's always like, oh, this is weird to me. I just like the mind games. Like, for what I can enjoy of it before I become completely incensed and, like, get really salty. that is kind of the fun of it, is just learning to read and execute things, and there's too much random stuff going on when there's just random things popping off and environmental changes. It's like, here's a stage, here's attacks.
Oh
go.
no, not one of these.
Oh, Smash for Wii U and 3DS there specifically. Oh. Yeah, I haven't played either of those actually. There was one night we were over at like your friend Courtney's and our friend Courtney's. We were over at their place and I fell asleep, and I guess we were there all night and you just played that into the morning.
Yeah.
And I came in to see you play in Brawl and I was like, oh hey, how's it going?
Ultimate. It was not Brawl.
That was Ultimate?
Yes.
Oh, you're playing Brawl.
No.
Whatever, you were playing...
I haven't played Brawl since I had a Wii.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember watching you play Brawl one time, and I don't know when or where it was.
It was not Brawl. Maybe it was Smash 4.
Maybe.
But I'm pretty sure it was this game.
Smash 4 had a weird create a character system going on, apparently, says Evie. Ultimately, despite getting Disney branding, Meteos did not sell gangbusters, unfortunately.
Alright. Min. Min!
Alright, let's do.
My throat is blown out! I'm definitely gonna need a new batch of tea after this round.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really feeling it. It's been a longer stream. Well, I guess not really. I mean, we're not even at like the 3.5 mark yet that we tend to strive for. I think we're just getting reused to streaming. To the tune of 2.5 Men theme. Min, manly min. I shouldn't know what that is.
That's whatever, you know.
Yeah. I feel like that was the sound of me changing the channel.
DS was a DS puzzle game duology directed by Sakurai. Oh.
An effective ad for Matrix 4. Let's see. My cat telling me he loves me. I like it.
It's good. Gonna kill your dad. Oh, this one ends up... I feel like this one ends up being tough. Who would I have to play as? You know what? If it gets rid of Minecraft Steve, that's fine.
For sure.
If I lose this fight, I lose this fight.
It's Fox, so the stage will be try hard. Yeah. Well, give it your all.
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
I think you'll be fine.
We'll see. I feel like I remember this one being tough, but I could be wrong.
Oh, we'll see.
Ready? Go!
You have matching colors. Your hair matches, your outfit matches. You know. So you're on the same level style-wise.
What, you thought I was just gonna be able to keep getting away with that?
Yeah.
Shit.
Oh no.
I'm probably dead off that. And there I go. Yep.
No.
I'm not doing that fight again.
Wafidi says, I feel the DS library is ripe with neat, forgotten games that still have gotten no spotlight once their time
Add
passed.
Minecraft to the list.
All right. BDS Magical Star Sign, Trace Memory, Hotel Dusk, Contact. Righto. Okay, so we lost, Steve.
It's not Fire at... just call it Minecraft.
Minecraft.
Yeah, it'll be easier for me to remember.
Here.
than Steve. Rest in peace, Minecraft.
No, it's Fire at J. Not Will Baloo! Bye, Minecraft. Bye.
Rest in fucking piss. Alright, Sephiroth, let's do this.
Fight! Test your mind. Fight.
Has Baby Sonic reached an age where he can send people to Minecraft?
What?
I don't know.
I don't know what that sentence means.
Who all is dead so far? Well, we've lost Kirby, Pac-Man, Duck Hunt, Mario, Donkey Kong, Fox, Dr. Mario, Pit, Snake, Piranha Plant, Lucas, and Minecraft. All of them are dead.
At the very least, most of the characters I've lost are not like mains or anything like that.
That's good.
Or at least characters that I'm like passable with in this video game.
Fair enough, fair enough.
I guess I also haven't even unlocked some of my mains yet, is another thing going on there.
I think when you get them, it's going to be like a major boost up. You played a good game by not like sacrificing the ones you had, and as you get the ones you're more powerful with later, that's gonna be...
I don't even get
real.
Ganondorf until like the second world,
Oh man.
so that sucks.
Yeah, that's gonna be kind of
Because
rough.
like Ganondorf is my character in this game. Once I get him, I'm gonna be like stacked. It's just gonna take so
Sure.
long that I might lose by that point. Get off.
I have to say, like, three-dimensional Metroid games, when they came about, were interesting for me, because, like, the way they were designed, I guess, was in, like an inline sort of teeth. I thought those little suckers were, like, a perspective thing, where the bigger ones were in the front, and there were, like, 4 of them. And that it, like, sucked, like, a jellyfish sort of shape at you.
I've never
But,
thought about it that hard, if I'm being honest.
I really loved Super Metroid as a kid, and I still play it a lot now, so it's one of those games that I thought a lot about.
I've certainly never thought about it in the terms of them like all being in like a straight row. Like at most it's like the mob, like an octopus, where there are like a bunch of them like just kind of circling around, and maybe there's like smaller ones in the center.
Yeah, maybe. That's at least closer to what I was thinking. The reveal trailer of Steve and Alex as playable Smash characters started with in-game footage, then transitioned to pre-rendered. That intro shows Mario fighting with the usual characters, then getting launched over the horizon and walking up in a Minecraft cave, where Steve finds him. The character that launched Mario was Sonic.
Oh.
So
Okay.
for a brief time, please Sonic, don't send me to Minecraft was a meme. I learned something
I
today.
was not aware of that meme. That was a meme that passed by my head.
Went over mine as well.
And by the end of this stream, I'm probably not going to remember it either, to be
That's
honest.
okay. You got that superpower that keeps you from absorbing and retaining things you don't need to remember.
That's not true. There's definitely plenty of things that I don't need to remember that I still remember.
Well, I guess you have the ability to not collect everything. I am cursed to genuinely absorb useless information in the way that I should be able to absorb information that would benefit me, but instead requires careful dedication and concentration to figure out. So, I envy you.
Well, I have a new fighter in the roster, so I'm doing good again.
Awesome.
Look like you're doing the jack.
Awesome.
I was like, geez, don't be too excited for me.
Yeah, you know.
Do you remember King Ramses the Man in Gauze? Yes, I do. But that's because I really like Courage the Cowardly Dog. as a kid.
Pharaoh Ramses!
The Man in Gauze! The Man in Gauze!
The man in gauze, the man in gauze. See, I remembered that show very well, but I did not remember that episode. And you started singing that in like our first apartment together, and I was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" And you had to show me it. I was like, I forgot about that episode.
Huh.
Return my slab. Return the slab. Return the slab. Oh, look who's got a new fighter. Yeah, basically. I look like a real jerk and I'm not even trying. I want to be nice, but everyone thinks I'm a jerk.
But yeah, I remember King Ramses, but I liked that show as a kid. That's why I remember it.
It was pretty good.
One punch!
It was good.
I absolutely one-punched that man.
Fucking owned. Hell yeah, Evie. That was a one-sided match was what that was.
Really
oh my
funny.
God.
Prince Peasley never stood a fucking chance.
He did not. That dude's gone.
Oh.
Yay.
Ooh.
Beanstalk. Big beanstalk.
Oh man, look at Kazuya's climbing animation. This is fucked up.
Oh.
Watch.
It's all I go upstairs to. Carrying stuff at work like... The heck of a time.
Whoa! Where do I stop?
I don't know. Do you want to stop it like after this fight, around 30 after? That'll be our like 3.5 hour mark usual.
Something like that, I think.
Alrighto.
I'll figure it out. There'll probably be some fight that's a good stopping point.
Alrighty. Elmo. Elmo! Big Bird. Crouch.
Scrimblow!
Scrumbo Bumbus!
Aw, no, I missed my final smash. Boo, I want to end the fight with that. No!
No!
Sorry, no! That's a put down as 1 SD.
1 SD.
Yes. Because that was me being dumb and greedy, so that one doesn't count.
Alright.
Nah. So, Magembo, I have a rule in place where each character is allowed 1 dumb SD. Once beyond that, they're dead.
Just couldn't scrimblow that bimblo. That blimbo. Scrimblow that blimbo. You just couldn't. I could hardly. I can't even say
And
it.
take 2.
Ready? Go!
Hey, fellas. Come on.
Pull this out here. The courage moment that stuck with me the most is when he had to save Eustace and Muriel from, I think, a gerbil who runs a soap company. He goes to his factory and has to sit through it's a small world-style showcase of soap products first. Then when he when he saves them, he ends up destroying the place with an overflow of soap. And you get to see that flood engulf all the places you saw in the back half of the episode, scored with the most ethereal strings and choir music imaginable. Should have flimboed when you blimboed. we hadn't flimbobulated correctly. We just didn't make it happen.
Get out of here.
Ugh. Yeah, I'm really feeling needing tea. Don't get greedy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let myself get greedy this time.
And how he tortures Muriel and Eustace. Oh yeah. It was.
I'm aware of that one, but that's not one that I know super well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Do you want to call it?
Hold on 1 second here.
Alrighty.
Yeah, we should probably just call it here. It's been
Alright.
long enough that
Let me find a target to raid.
sounds like a plan. Let me go ahead and save. Anyone we know streaming?
Let's see.
Let's do... Yeah, sure.
Yeah, let's do that. Rusty Retro.
Let's raid them.
Alrighty. Well, let's prep the outro here, and I'll go ahead and set things up.
Okay. So yeah, everyone, thank you for dropping by.
Thank you for
Thank
coming
you
on
for
down.
an amazing year.
Yeah.
First of all, thank you everyone who has supported us on Patreon throughout the year. Thank you for the support that got us into as good a place as we currently are with
We still
with
cannot
our
thank
life.
you enough.
Pleasure to meet you as well this year, Zurg. But yeah, everyone, 2021 has been a blast. I hope to get a best of up for just the general year sometime soon. But for now, take care of yourselves, take care of each other. See you in 2022, and raid.